Hello.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go.
Wow. Hello. And now I'm sure you
Dang,
can hear.
they missed all of the amazing conversation that
Wow.
we had.
Well, you know what? Now we're going live for the first time. I know for you all joining us, and that's all of you. Hello, my name is Nick D'Orazio, and we are here with Extremely Crossover Events. We're here to celebrate Guilty Gear, Kai, Kiske, and what better way to do it than bringing in
all you missed. We'll do like a quick stream.
Yes, okay.
Hi, I'm sorry, man. This is Kizzy Kay. Zara's really powerful. My hair is swept to one side. The wall is cracked. I've got urine on my pants already. I'm scared. All right.
The aura is that strong, guys.
The aura is that strong.
The aura is that strong.
So here is your stick.
Yes.
Now let's get back on track.
This is my one of a kind, inspired by Guilty Gear Street Fighter 4 fight stick.
There's actually some pretty cool FGC lore behind this stick. We were speaking about earlier.
Okay.
You're in good hands. That stick, if you let the fighting game spirit flow through you, you will do well with that stick.
So wait, you can actually just like turn this to be right stick and then flip it upside down if you're like left-handed, or
So basically the right stick. So basically this changes.
Okay.
So this becomes the right stick.
Okay.
So nothing necessarily changed, but the right stick is basically the right analog stick. So sometimes that's like to look around, and things like that, but not necessarily go upside down. Which I think that'd be pretty cool.
I was just like, it's kind of like, so do they make fight sticks for like left-handed people? Like
they actually start into it's a unique thing you have to buy.
Right.
So they actually have some that actually is like a keyboard.
Okay.
They have some for keyboard. Do they have some that looks like that?
Right.
There's so many variety of a lot of things. But
I want to play. I would probably have a better chance at fighting games if I were doing it on like a DDR pad.
So you like that?
Yeah, I'm a DDR person. Like, because they got like that Para Paradise, or if you do like you wave your hands and stuff. Let me tell you that. Maybe if we had to actually do the motions of what our characters are doing.
Oh, you're gonna win. Anybody who has the best rhythm is the best character in the game.
So
the best player.
I was gonna make this, so I'm warning you now. This is gonna kind of be like a pseudo interview because I'm a fighting game player. If you consider Smash Brothers to be a fighting game,
I do consider it.
You do?
Personally, yes.
Okay.
Personally. Only because there's a lot of aspects.
So I can upgrade from diapers to boxers again.
Yes.
Like, it's not just a...
Bro, we can go to the store right after this.
So by that same logic, We Party Babies is a fighting game.
We Party Babies?
Yes.
Is that a real game?
That is a real game.
We Party Babies.
Let me see how much you can get it for. What's the... Okay, We
Party Babies.
Listen, it's even got a Z at the end, all right?
Oh, it's a Z? Oh, so you know it's official.
With the Z.
Imagine Party Babies. Look. Look,
$26.
It's even got Steven Yeun from like Everything Everywhere all at once.
Choose the baby's appearance and look, dress them in a variety of cute outfits and fun costumes.
$10 with
up to
fast
4 players.
free shipping.
Up to 4 players can
look
entertain the babies.
It even recommends an Asus RTX 3090.
Oh, it's a recommendation.
So that you can stream
more than 30 hilarious mini games like food.
Look, this dude is totally about to do down smash. If you look at him, he's got his foot raised up. He's taunting. He's straight up taunting.
That is actually hilarious. Yeah, we definitely got some of the We Party Babies for EVO 2023.
No, Canty, it's Party Babies with a Z.
Yeah,
it's with the
Z.
Like Dragon Ball. You don't see Dragon Ball Fighters with an S. Yeah, it's Fighters with a Z.
Yeah, so you know it's official.
So can we get in like a versus mode? I'm trying to make sure his stick
works.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. So we got the 2-player because this should be connected. Yep. Am I player 2?
Anyway, you guys, so this is a combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. We got both. I know, now I'm freaking hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. We've got both the gameplay and interview section of this, but also it is a Streamly signing. So you can see scrolling along the bottom, we've got streamly.com/SonicMega and also streamly.com/the person you're really here for. And you can go to either of those and purchase a print.
And there are some amazing prints, actually.
In fact, in preparation for this specific signing, and I think you probably see on my Twitter, but this is the first time you're seeing it in person, I had a brand new, first of my time, Kai Kiske print created by @Hanimation, HANIME. Oh, wait.
Beautiful.
Yes, TION. You can order this right now and have it signed live.
Yes.
You, by the way, will get one for free.
Can you sign it?
If you can manage to beat me.
Yeah.
Can you sign it too if I get a second game?
Of course. If you beat me in a best of 3, if you actually manage to beat me in a best of 3, I will gladly sign that for you for free.
If you lucky
and
enough.
Also, if you visit the streamly.com Kizzy Kay, we have the exclusive Never been served the first time. Stained glass Kizzy, yo. I mean,
that was too good.
This thing is just dope, right?
Shout out to my man Chet.
Actually,
in GOAT we trust.
Yeah, in GOAT we trust.
This
Shout
thing's
out to
glossy.
Chet, man.
You want this thing framed?
Listen,
we got it.
I gotta mod my copy of Smash Brothers. You know that Kingdom Hearts stage where they got like the wheel in the background with like all the character port. I need to like mod this to be one of them in the background.
Yeah, I know, dude. This is like Avatar. This is like this is like your social media thing. That's a nice little.
You know what's mad cool about this too? Is like all the pictures that I have, I do take pictures with. I always do the peace sign. So
Yeah,
I'm really glad
he knows, dude.
He added that peace sign.
That's funny because like
detail.
I need to get a print of a character doing what I do whenever I get photos taken, which I gotta wait till he moves so I can do it.
Oh yeah, what's up?
This is my power stance. It's like a gremlin mode. Don't fight me, I will cry.
All right, yeah. So we definitely got the prints on deck, and we're trying to get this controller to work here. So let's see. We got play with actually here.
Give me like a Nintendo Power Glove. Have me use that instead.
The
How about this? While we do this, I'm troubleshooting. Why don't you just give us a rundown, right? Like of the character's playstyle. Like let's just see Kai on the screen, right? Like that's something that I want to just get into.
So Kate has like a nervous. Yeah, it's surprised P. Kate. I was very surprised that he would actually deign to show up to face off against me.
Yeah. So I mean, let's get this gameplay.
All right.
I always ask like, when you go and you do a character,
sure,
you go back and you check out the character. Are you like amazed of like how the words that you read and like some of the stuff that you do, how it's like showcased in the game?
Well, I feel like it could be tied to what like when you first got your start in fighting games, like when you're still figuring out characters, there may be a character at first where you started to play as them and you're like, this isn't working out, I'm going to try something else. And then maybe you came back to them after you gained some experience. You're like, no, this actually really jives with how I play. I just didn't understand enough to make use of this character. So it's the same way for me where like early on in my career, I'm still my own harshest critic, where I would like listen and be like, that's not actually the character. That's me pretending to be the character. But the further I get into this, the more experience that I get, I'm willing to believe in my own performance and to be like, no, I'm a part of this universe. I'm a part of this world. And Kai, Rivali and Teba in Age of Calamity, if you played that, like a lot of these more recent roles, I've gotten to the point where I'm willing to trust myself and have fun, and it really shows.
That's good. I mean, like I said, not to go ahead and sound like a fanboy, but I mean, you do a phenomenal work for a lot of games I naturally enjoy, and I feel like you are a part of that character no matter what. It's been mad long and mad years,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that you was playing Kai, I'm like, so he's Kai too. I'm like, that makes sense, perfect.
Yep,
it actually connected well.
Kai was actually like a combination of a bunch of different elements that I was already really familiar with. So a lot of people have said Kai sounds pretty similar to my performance as Rain Schwarzer, which you brought up before stream. Saying you were a little bit of a fan, a little bit of a fan.
I was like, man, that's like, bro. The lore is like when I first played that game, I was like, bro, this dude is ridiculous.
Right.
Who is this dude? So like when somebody do like good talent, I always look them up. So I'm like, who else are they ridiculous? I'm like, they did this? Wow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like mind blown,
Dude, for me, that first moment was when I realized that the same person who voices Fry in Futurama was Buzz the honehoneybee for Honey Nut Cheerios.
That's crazy.
I lost my mind.
I lost my mind when I found out Steve Urkel was Sonic.
Yep.
I was just like,
you want to know the craziest thing?
What?
The person. So you've seen about the new Sonic that's coming. Sonic, not Origins, not Frontier.
I forgot. I know exactly.
The animated series that's coming out.
Yeah.
The person voicing Sonic is the person who started training me in voiceover when I started over 15 years ago.
Wait, what?
Devin Mack. The person voicing Sonic is the one who took me on as a protege way back when I first got into VO. He's been my mentor for 10 and a half years at this point. And now he's the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog.
I know he played a huge role that was somebody. I know he played somebody very important that I actually forgot.
My mentor? Or?
Yeah, we got.
I'm hold up. Let me.
You're saying that's so cool. Yeah, sick.
Sean, take the mask off. I gotta protect myself, man.
Yeah, man.
I got work to do the following weekend.
This voice is golden property, man. He has to protect it.
Let me tell you, Turtlefish. Like I have a stint of like.
Yes. Beyblade. That's
Beyblade.
what I remember. That.
Yep.
He played Beyblade. That's what I remember. I remember him. I was like, bro. I was like, I heard his voice before. I was like, what? I thought it was like. I was thinking like, man, was it Static Shock?
That's what I was saying whenever I was burning the episodes onto DVDs. I go, let it rip.
Yup. That used to be the best terminology, man. We still say Beyblade let it rip. There's a character that actually is a Beyblade in this game.
Oh, is there?
Oh,
so that was one of the first questions I was going to ask. Like, somebody's going to be positive, something going to be like, drama. But the first one is, in every fighting game, there's the guy that everyone hates. Like, there's in Smash Brothers, there's anyone who plays Bayonetta,
and a Steve.
And Steve, yes. I know that as a Mega Man main.
Yeah.
In Call of Duty, it's the person who camps the spawn site. So tactical in this game, whether it's a character or a certain type of move, what is the thing that everyone hates?
This move right here. This move right here.
Really?
Everyone hates this move.
From Kai specifically?
Yes. I will say this one's the most hated move.
Is it because people typically don't plan for low attacks?
Yeah,
or?
And it's 5 frames. It's very fast. The first hit is a 5 frames. The first hit is a low, and it's 5 frames.
Okay.
So if he's like right here, most average normal speed is usually 5 frames.
Okay.
But the range of this 5 frame and look where it's coming from, right? So people's like, oh, it's like this, it's very good. And what makes it's very unsafe on block, right?
Right.
But what makes it strong is it's a mechanic called Roman cancel. So when he does it, and he basically makes it safe for 50 meters.
Right. Man, it's weird hearing myself while you do this.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
I mean, I think it's cool, I guess I'm not a voice, but I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Sitting next to the person.
I thought it was the best move because if you use that on Kai Kiske, there's a chance he'll go, I'm falling. Which is I don't know if you heard that Easter egg, but when we were dubbing it, like the director in charge was like, hey, are you familiar with, I think it was Zerd XRD that had the OVA or something like that, but it was
Xrd Sign, the first.
Yeah. But it had like that anime scene where like the cliff falls apart and he goes, oh no, I'm falling. It kind of got mimetic mutation because people thought it was a really funny way of delivering it. And he's like, I wonder if we can get it in the game. And I said, listen, I'm all for including memes. Let's do it. Yeah. So they got a couple takes of me going, I'm falling. And they happened to get in.
So I would say this is like, the actual hated move in the game. Just because, if it hits, you get like a combo.
Oh, like even if you just do that initial hit, it looked like it sent him slightly up into the air.
Because of the Roman cancel. Yeah, because of the Roman cancel. So the Roman cancel makes it where even if the opponent just blocks it,
right, you can still protect yourself from opponents.
Yeah, exactly. And it's your turn too, so it's like that, and then you start off your pressure.
Right.
Everyone, I would say, hates that move the most. This is the most hated.
So one of the things that always impresses me, the main difference between me and what I would say is fighting games that involve people use a proper fight stick for most of the time, is that there is not. Especially in Smash, when I play people online, I'm always buffering moves. Like if I know I want to do a crash bomb at side B, I'm holding right and then just hitting B until that move comes out, and then I switch to the next one. But all of your finger placements and hits are very meticulous. You're not moving the stick and then mashing a certain attack button. It's move the stick, hit the button once, then you move to the next configuration, then the next configuration. Were you always like that, or were you at one point someone who did that where you would buffer it? And how did you get yourself out of that mentality?
So I was indeed a sloppy Joe man when it comes to the arcade.
How do you get yourself?
I was definitely sloppy Joe. So.
How do you get yourself to the point where you trust that you're doing the inputs correctly and you don't need to assure that you're doing it?
I feel like it's one of those things where like it's kind of like a daily chore. So like as you keep telling yourself to do these things every single day, it becomes like a sixth sense. Like, it automatically just like ingrained into your head. Like when you wake up in the morning, you go brush your teeth, you get the game going, you drink.
I'm sorry, you wake up in the morning and you what?
Brush your teeth.
What is that?
Oh
no, I gotta get better about that.
Oh my. I was like, oh my,
Toothpaste is expensive, man. I can't afford that.
Dude, $5, but it's like stuff like some people start off with coffee, so they start out with their morning coffee.
Right.
Some people do tea. Some people start, you get up, you get your morning tea, you get the
Right.
So I feel like as you keep practicing that as your inputs, it naturally just becomes like, okay, I do the input and I trust myself.
You heard it here, chat. Disregard breakfast. You could better spend that time in the lab.
Exactly.
In the lab.
You don't need French toast, even though I'm a big French toast fan. That's holding you back as a player.
Listen, you can save yourself money. You buy OJ without the pulp. You go on Wi-Fi for this game. You beat your opponent into a pulp, and then you mix it into the OJ.
That's amazing. I was thinking like, man, I was thinking back when I was like, no, he's not a pulp guy, and then I was like, he's a pulp guy, but he likes it natural.
Why would you go out and spend money on bread and like margarine when you could play this game and get your bread and butters for free?
Dude, that's crazy. Bars. So yeah, I use it like that. So before, when I was starting, like I was really bad on inputs and things like that, and like certain size was really hard for me. Like when I was starting, I had a side weakness. So one of my problems was, one of the things I saw that I was like, let me practice on the side I'm weak on.
Okay.
And things like that, and just try to get used to it.
Oh yeah, that's probably really real. It's like, I'm amazing on the left, but as soon as my character faces the other way,
I'm a whole different person, And that was one of the things that I always had a hard time, like, just starting off with stretch, just learning.
Right.
So it's now getting to the point where I actually, feel comfortable on both sides. But then there's multiple layered techniques that you must learn as you keep going. So it's a bit of a challenge every single time you kind of like, get into stuff like this.
Sure.
Especially like inputs, because, then there's different inputs that come out in different games that you also got to input and practice as well.
So what was it about? Was Guilty Gear Strive? I assume it wasn't the first fighting game you decided to get competitive on.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
What do you focus specifically in Strive, or do you play other fighting games on the same degree of competitiveness as well?
So I actually, since I grew up playing fighting games all my life, it was very hard for me to stick with one fighting game because I just naturally enjoy them all.
Okay.
But I play multiple games right now. So I play like this game. I play DNF Duel. And I play King of Fighters.
What does Strive offer you that the other games don't?
So one thing I want to say Strive offers me is like, man, I think visually the game is actually the most beautiful game, and just just the just aesthetic of the game is just naturally like just beautiful. You know what I mean? Like I think it's a very colorful game as well too. It's like super detailed, and I just like how it looks. And some of the songs is actually very good in the game as well. That kind of gets you like into the vibe of the game,
right?
So, and also like characters. There's some characters in the game that I naturally just enjoy watching, and I like how they redesigned them and made them who they are now.
Right.
And, they feel unique in terms of that design.
As someone who plays a bunch of like open world games, or at least is in a bunch of open world games like Genshin Impact, like if you move back a bit so that the camera moves, it upsets me that you can't like go down those stairs.
Oh yeah.
And go closer to like the giant cathedral.
Yeah.
I hope in a future Guilty Gear game you can have this for free. You don't have to pay me for this if you use this. I hope that in the future they have like a scene shift where if you're doing a set of 3 or a set of 5, like after round 1, the characters like make some small talk and commentary, and then they walk into the scenery
or fight down there.
Right, like show them like doing like the clashes like they do in DBZ, and they're like running down the steps, and then maybe they stop like right behind where that statue is, and now they're in the grassy area part of it. So now the castle's even bigger. You can see the fountains on the right, and it doesn't change the actual layout of the stage, but it changes the scenery and goes deeper into the background.
And you get to see more personality of each map.
So imagine every time that the next game happens, if you're doing a best of 5, imagine that by the time it's game 5, they've gone from being out here to in the heart of the cathedral, and now all of the sword clashes are ringing off of the glass stained windows and off of like the halls. It's all echoing more than usual, and it sounds like a holy fight that's happening in the center of this giant cathedral.
That's actually amazing. And
because it's game 5, it's like really nice.
And what's crazy about it too is I feel like they had a similar idea with like, so this game has like wall breaks.
Yeah.
So they had a similar idea with the wall breaks, right?
Right.
But it's during the fight, so you don't get the interaction here. you just get the knockback. But now, if you would win, like say a round, he gets up. Oh, you thought you had me.
Right.
Like talk, like have like a unique interaction because each character is like this is like a rivalry fight.
And like it works for tournaments too, because if you want, you can skip it and just go straight to the next fight. Or you guys like the commentators would have a chance to comment on what just happened while the players are kind of setting themselves up for the next match, taking a swig of water, and then the audience can either listen to the commentators or watch the cutscene that's happening in the game.
You know who almost did that right? Dragon Ball. So you know how like if you do specific conditions to do like the finisher, they'll do like this like interaction fight and then they do the finisher and stuff. But as I said, like each round will be so nice because you get to choose if you want to hear it or not.
Right.
And like, I think having certain interactions is really cool too. Like just, dog mouthing each other, like things like that, like power-ups.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if you play like the older Guilty Gear games, Kai and Soul, they used to have like this interaction where they're up close to each other talking trash, and then they'll like do like a super and like fight out. It's like clashing. You hear like all this explosion, and then it fights.
Can I be real with you for a sec? When I first started recording for Kai, like I had the idea that he was one of the more well-known characters, but I was like, oh, he's just a character in a roster of characters. Cool, a fighting game. It wasn't until they showed the promotional art for the game, and the dude is front and center next to Soul Bad Guy that I'm like, oh, he's like one of the dudes of the franchise. Like, I was not prepared for that. But touching on what I was saying earlier, how he was a combination of familiar elements. So I was talking about Rain Schwarzer, dude with a sword who feels this sense of not righteousness, but like he has to work on the side of good. And even directly in ties to this game, I believe it was this game that revealed the fact that Kai has, spoilers, Dragon Install. A hidden power inside that not everyone else knows about, but that the character Kai feels personally burdened by, So already we had these elements that I was familiar with Reen, and I was like, okay, well, what makes him different from Reen? Okay, maybe he's not as depressed about it. He feels a sense of obligation, like he needs to use this power to protect his people. So that's what kind of he's got a little bit more confidence in his stance, as you can see, where he's kind of got like that edgelord vibe to him, but it's more of I accept the power that's been given to me and I'm going to use it when necessary.
Yeah.
But then also, I'm a huge fan of Luxray from Pokemon.
Oh, nice.
So I've always been a big fan of like electric types and zappy boys. So they're like, oh yeah, by the way, he's got lightning-based powers.
You was like, so
ride the lightning, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Stick seems to work. If you put it on maybe human here or on I think maybe got this.
If I start, it doesn't work.
Oh man, I thought
if I have to use controller, I will. Yo, that's like an offensive dab. Do that dab thing again.
Oh,
dab on him. Just dab on him.
See, look, because the controller is seen here, so I can access the game bar.
Let's try this. Let's try this. Yeah.
I think you're in luck, guys.
Can you move it now? No.
It's so tragic.
Is it tied to something else at the moment?
Is it left stick? Or is it on?
I think so. Maybe it was set on the wrong mode there, right? Like I think it was set on left stick.
Was it on right stick? I mean.
No, it was on left stick.
Okay, yeah. So why not?
Yeah.
If I have to use a controller, I will.
Let's try controller. Maybe it's this old. Maybe for some reason the stick isn't.
It's because you're trying to use a Street Fighter stick with Guilty Gear, man. You're lucky you didn't overload the console and blow it out.
Guilty Gear 4.
Guilty Gear 4.
All right. So while we're waiting to hook that up, the next question I was going to ask is, if we ignore the special effects, if we ignore like the impossibility of certain like whimsical abilities, which move do you think would be the hardest to recreate in real life?
That's a good one.
Like, I think this move right here.
Some of these characters wild.
I actually think this move right here. I don't think anybody could do this move. I'm gonna show you.
Oh no!
Like, and I'm talking.
Is that a challenge? Do you want me to see if I can do the move?
You're about to see right now. Look. You see this? Do this move right here.
Yo.
Wait. So he
sits and spins.
Yeah, he like sits and spins. Like it's like the Koopa shell. He's a Koopa shell.
Right.
But with a sword. I think.
All right. All right,
And
so
to get up,
oh, this
like
is
that?
super easy. So this dude clearly has taped banana peels to the undersides of his boots before the game, and you can see. So he starts with a flying knee kick, right? Like he goes down if you do the move.
Okay.
So he starts with that diagonal downwards. Okay,
Here.
and then
show this gameplay here. Show this. That mouse on. Oh, there we go.
all right. So as he does the dive down, I want to see if he lands on his clothing or on his foot. All right. I'm gonna say it's his foot. Okay. So he's got the banana peels taped to the underside of his boots, and then as he lands, all you have to do is turn, and the banana peels do the rest of the work.
But look, he got the stance though, and the sword is still flying, and he got his knee like he is sitting down like. But I don't know how anybody can just do this and then get up.
Well, that's a sign of really good quality because like silky smooth like shirts or pants like that where you just run your fingers over. So this is mastery. So he starts on the banana peel, and by the way, the force of him landing shoots it off of his shoes. So I don't. Oh no, it's got to keep it on. So that's how he does it. But you can see he transitions from being on his feet. He gets the shift going with the banana peels. Then gradually transitions to sliding on his clothes, which are silky smooth because this guy he deserves the best,
Yes.
He doesn't go shopping at Ross. He goes shopping at like Macy's.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
This is a Macy's man.
Yeah, what was the old one? Robinson May?
Right. like when he goes like the perfume testers, he takes the perfume bottle from them and goes, "Would you like to try this?" And they go, "Yes, please." So anyway, he transitions from the boots onto the clothes, and the silky smoothness of the clothes completes the spin.
So you're telling me that I have to be as silky as him?
Right.
Is there anybody that could be as silky as this gentleman right now?
Would you go out and could you go shopping for us at Macy's? Real quick?
Please.
I mean, if I have to get this dreads, we got the white fabric here. I mean, maybe, but the mask is unmistakable. That's some drip. I think we got the mask custom made for you guys.
Man, if you could get that custom made, I would be awesome. I actually would like one of those.
You can see Soul standing over there like, didn't I just eat those bananas?
He has the drip in the chat. Yeah.
And I think that is the coolest thing, man.
Dude, he's got the cherry Kool-Aid, the cherry Jello.
Yup.
Oh, he's got the wave dash too.
Dude, he's a super cool character, I think, design wise.
He's so tall.
He does a lot of damage too.
Wow. So is he kind of like the Samurai Showdown character, where like he only has like really hard hitting moves, but they're difficult to land?
So I would say that because he has a lot of so one of the unique things about him is that he can cancel a lot of like his moves. Like, so any move he does, he can cancel it with the dash. Mm-hmm. So the dash actually makes him fall. Oh, it worked.
Oh yeah, we're online.
Hey.
All right.
There we go. And you now have the first crucial step of being good at this game, control over a character.
All right, so wait.
So now we got to do our buttons now.
Yeah, but now we got to do the buttons. You got to choose the character.
You got to press start. So the way it works now is like you press this button, and then you assign it. So whatever button you want that assigned, you press A, and then assign it. So what button?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Punches. All right.
It's like back to this. Here we go again.
What is Y normally? What is X normally?
Yeah, I mean.
Roman cancel is Y. Right? Okay. Heavy slash. I'm sure. What is dust?
So you can change it. So like dust is so I call dust like the mix-up button, right?
Okay.
So it's like neutral dust. It's like a high.
I gotta remember that there's more than just front face buttons. I gotta use these too.
So it's like so I can kind of give you
sure
hit you like with a default layout real quick.
Yeah, the sensei, right? You gotta
default right here. So this default is like there's another cool thing too is
you can train for Wi-Fi by putting input latency on your
or you can actually I think you go up to 8 or no.
Wow, they thought of everything.
Yeah, so there's people that actually play like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're built different.
Yo, that is a whole new level of styling on someone to say I've downloaded you so hard I can counter moves 20 frames late and perfectly counter you with it.
So me and actually one of my teammates, what we used to do is we used to do combos in training mode in like the older Guilty Gear game. And what we used to do is we used to put it on 20 frames of lag. And we used to literally just do the combo, and we literally used to predict the timing of all of our combos because we used to play those characters so much.
Right.
Yeah, so it used to be like one of those challenges, like, oh, we get 10 tries if we could do it in 20 frames of lag.
Oh my goodness.
We literally was just believing in ourselves.
What is chat saying? Snowstorm incoming? Do we have a raid? Sean Chiplock, game designer. Hello, everybody. Yes, please consider checking out the Streamly in the meantime so that maybe I can afford to get myself a copy of this game.
Let's go.
All right. So I think I got my... All right. I got to figure out if I'm doing... Oh, so I'm playing the dude on the right. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like a person who does dash attacks. Is there anything like that, or...
A dash attack? So... One of his dash attacks is the little the spin. I call it the Beyblade.
Okay.
So
because it looks like he can back dash, but not forward dash.
Yeah, he can't forward dash. So his forward dash is the teleport. It's the wave dash he has.
Okay.
So that's like his forward dash, but he can do it backwards or forward.
Okay.
So it's a down forward. It's a down forward kick like that.
Okay.
And then he can do it backwards and stuff like that. So yeah,
what's that little blood thing came to my blade? What's that about?
Oh, so he has a unique mechanic. So,
okay.
I can actually move this real quick so you can actually visually see it. So let me do it. Display settings.
Yes, it was a raid. Just finished 2.5 hours of playing.
So he has so basically it's kind of like a maniac mechanic, right?
Okay.
So the higher it goes, the more faster he gets.
Oh, shoot.
But the repercussion is if he gets too fast, he goes into like blood rage.
Don't you want that?
No, because the reason why is because you lose health.
Oh.
So he's like a vampire.
Okay.
So like, once he goes into like blood rage, he like loses health and he loses access to the special. But the return is his normals are super fast and they are like super far.
So are you pro or anti blood rage?
I am definitely anti blood rage.
Really?
Yes.
Just because can that drain health take you to 0 or only to 1?
So depending on how much it goes, your health goes down as much meter you have. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Sure.
Example real quick. So and this is nothing I like about fighting games. So you can just go ahead and change real quick.
Right.
See the bird, boom, jump back in. Right. So one of the things that makes it's like so the more blood he gets, the more range he gets, and his moves becomes faster too. So before you could tell like you see this doesn't go far, right?
Right.
But then look at this. I'll show you.
I see.
Now look how far I went. You see that?
Yes.
It's going further. But look how much life you're gonna lose now. So I could go ahead and show you this. HP regeneration. So you can see how.
Oh my God!
And then it only drains how much. For the meter. So if this meter goes down, then you'll start.
Whoa, that is way faster than I. Holy crap!
Yeah, so you definitely want to be careful on that aspect.
All right.
Like yeah.
So should we get some actual matches in?
Yeah. So I want you to sign. I want you to sign my this amazing print. Man.
I don't know, man. I've been keeping my power level hidden this whole time.
Oh my God, that would be such a good case. Oh, and we have some questions. Kiske, who's the hottest Guilty Gear player in your opinion? Come on, chat.
The hottest Guilty Gear player in my opinion. I don't check the players like that, so I apologize.
Have you seen my hair?
If I will say that I look at myself in the mirror every morning when I brush my teeth, so I will say me.
Ooh, the confidence, yeah.
Yes.
That's why I only do mirror matches is because I love looking at myself.
Oh, that's fire right there. That's really all right. That's pretty good. Okay, you got me there.
People say they hate mirror matches because they're so difficult, and like that just means you're really good.
You know what's crazy is I actually in this game in particular I actually have a bad ratio of running in mirror matches.
Really?
Yeah, it's only this game that I actually have the worst.
I kind of get to avoid it because there's only 5 Mega Man players in the entire United States, if not the world.
Yeah,
so
probably the world. probably Earth. I think you can claim Earth. Five
right.
of them.
What do we got for our color palettes here?
So we have 6 options. So I'm a big fan of color blue. I like blue. That looks good too.
This kind of looks like a construction worker kind.
Construction work. Dude,
You're entering here without a helmet? Looks like you're gonna leave in a body bag. Sorry, this lane is closed.
Oh, man, you just kicked me? Kicked me away?
Ugh. Oh shoot! Oh no! I'll learn it. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
You got the verse?
Yeah.
Oh, I had the swipe up. Let it be known I got first blood, even if I lose this match.
Let it be known you got
You
first.
kicked him in the face.
You
Like
gave me the
first thing.
Jesus, man. You had me up against the wall like that.
I mean, you kicked the hell out of me.
You did.
I was like, wow. I was like, man.
Dude, you know destroying construction cones is like a felony, right? Like
Is it?
you're gonna go to jail for yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna dab on him.
Those?
I'm gonna dab on him,
Come on,
chat.
Sean, you got this.
I'm coming for that. I'm coming for
Oh,
that.
I got the.
Get it back, man.
Ooh.
Taste of your own medicine. Kick
No,
Hey.
where's my?
Oh, with the
Oh!
no, he's just punished it.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, yo, he's countering.
oh shit.
He's in a pressure situation now.
See,
Ah.
dab, I had the dab.
Oh, he ran up
forward
dab.
Yeah, the run up dab.
No, not a sick day.
Yo, this is amazing. Yeah, give him the death dab.
The
Yeah,
death
See,
dab.
I am coming for this, man, because this is so beautiful.
Yeah, that
This
a
is what
beautiful print,
This
man.
is
I
what
call-
I need your name here.
I call the death dab when like you do a dab, but you forget that you're wearing like one of those bracelets with like spikes on it. So you stab yourself in the face and then you die because of it.
Ooh, you see these prints, guys? They're beautiful. This would like if you guys want these prints, check out Streamlit.com. That's Sonic Mega, and Streamlit.com. That's Kizzy Kay. But let's the training continue. Sean was actually looking better that second match.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Nice.
another counter hit.
Nice.
More counters with the 2-piece.
So you got the little Mega Man beam.
Yeah.
Oh, but this
Real question. Which fan of Mega Man are you?
I'm a Battle Network kid.
Okay, I respect that. And are you excited for the remake?
Of course,
remaster?
dude. As soon as I heard about the collection, I'm like, now I get to finally stream it. He's doing this to distract me. Don't
Yes,
you think,
yes, yes.
You think I didn't notice?
You think they're gonna bring the multiplayer back or not? You think that's
No. A lot of these remakes, I just don't. Why would they dedicate the server space to it? You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. I just miss it. You know, I remember back in the link cables back in the day. You know, want to bring it back, the little nostalgia feel.
Woo! Ooh, the little air kick.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, this game's like okay. You're hearing yourself.
Right.
As
So
you're getting
it's so
comboed.
creepy. This is probably the best I've done though. Getting you a
Yes,
half.
this is it.
Oh,
How
Oh.
was this? I was like, oh, it's just yourself.
it's pretty good.
What's up? Good to have you back.
Pretty cool, man.
Okay, so what is heart? What is heart? Like the willingness to just go in and go for it, or
So you know, honestly, I actually genuinely believe, like, yeah, heart is like you believe what you believe in. Like whatever choice that you believe in, you will.
how does the
follow
game
that.
measure that?
Honestly, I think it goes by how the performance of your like situation is.
Okay.
Personally, I don't even know. You know, I sometimes like I'll be like blocking the whole time, and they say you play with heart. I was like,
Well, hold on.
like,
Well, how do I go back? I wanna look at the stats. I want to see how my heart was doing.
Actually, you have to play another match.
You have to play. All right.
Yeah,
All right. All
So
right.
we'll play one more match, and we go to the details, and we can
This-
talk.
this
about
is
it.
how you-
Deep dive of the
All right.
heart.
Listen,
Yeah,
I got the most heart out of both of us. Okay, like I voiced this character.
No, I thought that worked.
Okay.
Yo, Sean takes the lead this match with the counter.
Nope,
jabs.
but once he gets in,
the
it's
jump
over.
Yeah, the jump
What's
in.
guard?
Woo.
Yo,
I had the ability to cancel, and now I can't figure out how to do it. This man keeps crucifying me.
Oh, nice.
oh,
You couldn't. You're not even gonna
it
astral
was
finish
back
me.
to a true mirror.
I did the same exact thing.
I think mine is because of the color. The game was like he
Right.
has this color. he's not a construction worker, he wins. Oh, good burst. That's good.
I don't even know what I did to do it, but I'll take it. No.
Yes. Woo.
Hey, we're on the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got what I wanted.
Oh, nice. Good start.
Oh.
These games are getting closer, though.
No, that wasn't close at all.
Okay.
So what's the feedback? If you had to give him one piece of advice,
Quit
about
pushing buttons.
taking
Look.
his game to the next
So look,
level.
so that it says your performance, a combo hero, one peril precision.
Oh.
And then this one is other to king 6 cents. And then you can hit
It's like
detail.
effort values in Pokemon. Does that mean like my speed stat is like slightly higher than yours, but you had way better attack? Or-
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah.
Guts and oh, okay. Damage and so how much damage you did and how much you varied up your attacks. How well you did against guarding and evading them. Input versatility is probably just how clean the inputs were.
Right.
Guts and judgment is probably just it's so hard. Like
I think guts and judgment is how successful you were.
Right. Probably I'm like, oh, if he's gonna do an aerial, and it probably guesses if a character inputs the move to do an aerial attack, but you have already done the input to do an anti-air, it probably reads that. Because the game, when a game plays when you play against the computer, it always knows what input you do instantly.
Yes.
It's really the difficulty only changes how often it perfectly responds to that.
Yes.
So,
which is so I probably flashbacks of fighting Mortal Kombat bosses, man.
Right.
Dude, like Motaro, bro.
Right.
Every time I press a button, he just grabbed me. Boom.
So I guess I should sign your print now, and I think
Yes.
maybe we can come back to do some more matches. But I think this is a great segue to get into signing some of the stuff that the fans have ordered from us.
There are some prints here, and why don't we get some room?
Now this is a dangerous print because it's dark all over. Which you want silver?
Yes.
All right, so we gotta hope that the silver works. Do you want it in this little spot right here, or up in this corner?
I want it up on this.
All right.
Yep. In the background, I want the world to see.
Are you okay with a mild swear on yours?
Yes. I am totally okay with that.
And that's IE?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go. Yep.
I think that's pretty good. Hold on.
Let's go.
Let's show that off.
Yes.
Hold on. Come on, camera. It says, if you can't
Focus.
read it because the light says, congrats on Kizzy caking my ass.
Let's go,
Nice.
Dude, this is so nice. I like this. Thank you so much.
The artist is, I'll type it out in chat.
You can just put, there's another one here. But
You printed some out?
Yeah,
I'm just trying to give credit to the artist.
Here, we can type it out in chat here, actually. The keyboard's here.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. There we go. At Animation was the artist who worked on this.
Yeah, I definitely gonna follow them.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna follow them, and the first thing I'm gonna do is like, man, can you just post art? I'm like, can you just post art so I can just retweet it? Because if it's stuff like this, man, I love the aesthetic of it. It's so beautiful.
Right?
Yes, so nice.
All right. So do you want to? We should
there's
probably back and forth there. We're like, we do one of mine and then one of yours.
Let's actually go, and I can.
And is this
use
camera?
my
Are we
laptop.
able to add this camera to the view so that people can see us signing it?
I
Or
think we can. Let me grab in Marco. You should be able to help with that. But right now, let me go to Kizzy's. Because we have a sale.
just so we can get some
of
background music
stained
going.
glass.
Okay, let's go.
I pinky swear I won't try to get a win off of you while we're in the middle of signing. This is just hating on furries, man. They know they could not change society, so they blame the beast.
Oh!
And every time on Twitter, you're like, man, those damn furries.
Dude, Dude, it's funny because I have a lot of furry friends, so I know they're gonna be like, "Oh wow, it was us the whole time."
Who you know? Who do you know?
Oh, I mean, I'm a good friend of mine, Sonic Fox.
Oh yeah, I remember the first So one of the first person I'm going to be signing this for, my friend AKL. So he went to a convention, I think it was BLFC, and less than 30 minutes after showing up at this hotel, runs into Sonic Fox, who's like one of his fighting game idols.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, yeah.
I actually have a good friend of mine that works at Arxis. His name is Kenny. He's a huge fan. Yeah. And he's super cool. And then I'm sure that
you guys add that camera.
Yeah. Is it on now? Can you see?
Yeah.
I actually he used to be one of my students in Guilty Gear Revelator 2. And it's pretty funny seeing that he works now at the office.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. He actually does the artwork side. So it's pretty cool just to see him kind of like, do his art and like be able to,
right.
be so happy about his art and everybody supporting it too. So it's pretty cool. So I like that. That's
the weirdest part for me. Like that I'll have people bring up roles that I did like 5, 8, 10 years ago and just be like, that's what inspired me to get into voice acting. Yeah, that's how I first learned about you. It's so cool that like we can have an impact on these people long after we feel like certain parts of our legacy have already aged out, Like, have you ever had someone come up and be like, I used to watch you back when you were playing, when you first started on this game?
Yeah, and it blows my mind. I'm like, wow, you remember that? Because no one, obviously the average person doesn't really know, like, the story. They only know, like, the ending of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't really know, like, where it started. So when somebody told me that, like, yo, man, I used to watch you back in Street Fighter 4, I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, like the internet wasn't even that popular back in the day. You remember that? They was just like, yeah, man, I knew you had it in you. And like those people are like, I'd be like, dang, I didn't know like it started there. I thought it started now, but it was the root long ago. And it's like super cool. And it makes me happy. And like, I always want to do something back for those type of people because, great people like that always like it's like an energy, it's like a piece of it's like a battery, it's a really good, strong, energetic that keeps you going.
There's gonna be pressure with it too, though, because then you feel like when I started streaming, for me it was just because I was bored during the pandemic and I wanted to be able to like entertain people and just chill and relax. And the community has grown so much that now at times it feels like another job where it's like
obligated.
Like I'm excited to play this game, but to have that energy on for 4, 5, 6 hours, depending on how long I go, 4 to 5 days a week is exhausting.
It is. Yes, it is. And being a player that like when I used to play, I had time to focus. I was like, tunnel vision, like whatever goals I had.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I have a great, amazing community, now I have to balance that, and I have to make sure that they are getting information, and rather just me just getting all the information and just also being fun and exciting and talking about things and being like a part of them.
So for someone who couples fighting games with, like you said, the adult aspects of your life, what is your recommendation to people on how to find the right balance to keep your passion alive for these games, keep yourself on top of the muscle memory, but also without sacrificing your livelihood in the process?
I think the hardest thing is balance. I think balance is I feel like the more you progress in life, the harder it is to balance things because, things grow.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you have to practice your footing and positioning and things like that is for you. And I feel like when you're happy with that,
that's so hard sometimes.
I know.
Like yesterday, I finished up with a collab stream with a friend that I was doing, and it was 11:30 at night. And I was like, now it's me time.
Yeah, you do. And that's why sometimes I always tell myself I take days off, and I take those days off, and like sometimes my mind feels guilty about it, but I like tell myself in the mirror, like, nah, you did this. Look what you did this weekend.
Right.
Look what you did this week.
Sometimes it's easy as telling yourself, I need to take this day off, or else I can't do my best work on the work to come.
Exactly.
Like there are days where I want to be recording and I can feel the raspiness in my throat, and I realize like if you don't force this rest on yourself, you are going to go in tomorrow and it's going to sound scratchy as hell. And then you're going to be even more upset with yourself because you can't do the work that needs to be done.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, and, I'm actually I feel like people now are starting to be more open about their self. And I think what's really important too is recognizing that you're not your best today. and not trying to just get it over with. Don't have the mindset, let me just get it over with today and just do it. Because then you're not going to be happy. You're going to be very disappointed when something doesn't fall out in place, And and I think acknowledging that is always great, because now you can make the choices like, today's not my best day, let's do it tomorrow.
I would even argue that on some days you don't need to be, you don't need to be perfect all the time, but even on some days it doesn't even need to be great.
Yes.
As long as you can, without any sense of guilt or disbelief, if you can honestly say that you put forth the effort that you could muster on that day towards that task, I think that's more important in the end than if it was done to the best quality that it could be.
Yes.
For two reasons. One, there are a lot of things in life that are perfectly fine, even if they're not finely perfected.
I agree with that. Yes.
Yes. And the second one is because the mentality of, even when I can't give my 100%, I'm still going to give everything that I can give at this moment, is way more important, because it helps instill consistency in your mentality rather than just giving up at the first sign of trouble, or worse, going, well, if I can't do it at 100%, I'm not even going to do it at all,
right.
Which is extremely dangerous, because that's when you end up falling into this pit of, well, I couldn't do it last time. How can I trust I'll be able to do it now? I'm not even going to try anymore. And then all of a sudden there's not even part of the way. You're just down here constantly.
Yep.
So,
and then you're gonna put yourself in a grave, and you're gonna realize how you're gonna climb out.
I remember saying, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
I was gonna say, one of the hardest hitting quotes that I remember, to paraphrase, is, there are a lot of people in this world that are dead long before they get put in the grave.
Oh, that's so
powerful.
powerful.
And what's crazy is that has so many variables.
Ooh, sorry.
It has so many variables of meaning. So it blows my mind just hearing that again. Yeah. There's some people are already in the grave before they even.
I'm gonna live forever or die trying. That's my goal.
That is a good mentality. Yes, live forever or die trying. Yeah.
All right. So I am infamous for never actually getting around to signing things.
We do have things to sign, and we.
All right. I made some space for you if you want to slap this over here.
Awesome, and there's a hand cam we can get here.
So AKL, I see that you are my first person here. Would you like gold, silver, bronze? What are you looking for this print? I'm gonna have to shove this over.
Yeah, and as you sign these prints too, this is a great opportunity for, again,
and then after I do one, you can do one of yours.
Okay. Yeah, we are selling these amazing prints here. We have this new Kai art. You can get that at the Streamly link below, and we also have this. I'll show on the main cam here.
I would say, Ackle, it depends. Yes, I'll show this up.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ackle, it would depend on whether you want it to blend in with the rest of the image, or if you want the signature to stand out. If we go with silver, it's going to match really nicely with the lightning, but it also might be hard to notice it at first glance. If you want people to specifically notice the signature, then I would do it in bronze or gold, so that it stands out in that little corner of the image.
Art.
Yo, that's the experience there.
That's my muscle memory.
That's a great experience.
Yeah, this guy is science.
All right, gold then. Now, the other challenge.
Gold
is there a gold Sharpie that works? Because
I
see. All right, so I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you a lesson. On these Sharpies, it specifically says store tip down. Because especially with the gold and the silvers, if you store them up, it all drains out and then it's super dry. I'll see if the camera will actually show it. It probably won't.
You know what? Who would have thought that
No, it won't.
would teach
But
you things?
if you have a gold or silver Sharpie
I
at
haven't
home,
read that
grab
before.
it and look, and there should be a little arrow that says store tip down. It's on there. It says it.
You just blew my mind. I've never even read that once, and it's so true. Storm.
All right,
That's
so
actually
to
cool.
AKL.
That's actually cool.
Yeah, he goes by AKL Trifecta on Twitch. He plays Monster Hunter. He plays fighting games. I believe he also plays Guilty Gear Strive.
Nice.
Yo, shout outs to AKL Trifecta in the chat.
Shout outs to AKL.
Yeah, shout out to AKL. Get your print. And if you want to be like AKL, you can. All right? It's as easy as a streamly.com stop away. / Kizzy Kay. And, I'm actually really, really thankful you guys came out here on this glorious Saturday, right? I think it's so cool us to try to do these collabs, and thanks to everyone who's watching too, right? I love a fighting game is, bro. Just watching you play, you're so good.
You guys should get like a Streamly with like DB Fighters people. Get like Sonic Fox and a lot of these upper guys.
Apology Man.
Yeah, right.
It's both gold and silver. I'm pretty sure silver also says store upside down. That's a Streamly one.
Yeah, in here.
That's a Streamly.
No, I'm looking for a silver Sharpie marker.
Oh yeah, maybe one of these.
I just need one. Do all the silver stay Streamly on them?
No, they seem branded. Yes, but
What the heck?
who knows how we got that? Who knows how we got that? There's one.
Okay, there's one.
Sharpie, yes, just a plain old Sharpie.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't have the arrow, but confirm. It says
Confirmed.
it does still say.
Confirmed.
It says store
still says
tip
it.
down. So I guess people weren't noticing it because it was so tiny. On the silver, it's right there. But I guess they eventually changed it so that it had the arrow on it. It even says it on the bronze. Store cap side down. It's on the Streamly ones too.
Yeah, it's just like a standard at this point. I am going to feel bad every time. So we're now on. Have we gotten AKL?
Yes, I just showed that off. I'm going to go ahead and
AKL?
put the numbers on it on the Post-it note. And so it is your turn, my dude.
Yeah, so okay. We
Are
have.
these snacks?
Yes, there are
No,
snacks.
what is this?
Yes, there's
Draft
snacks.
latte? Hold on. I should not be having coffee. This is a Colombic coffee mocha draft latte. Wait, is this alcohol coffee?
No, it's not. But be careful when you open it. It may bubble. It's one of those.
Do not shake.
Yes,
Hey,
do not shake.
did you test for COVID recently?
Yes.
Okay, are you negative?
Yes.
I also tested negative. Do you want to try this with me after I take a sip?
Yes.
all right. All right.
Yeah, so, hey, so thanks
I'm not
to
a coffee person, but I would drink this.
So, you know.
Try this.
Let me try.
Thanks to whoever got an order of the Kizzy print, but you need to put who it's to.
Oh no, sometimes people don't want to. I'll ask if
just
they want it to a
to?
name, but if there's no to, sometimes they just want the signature.
Just signature? All right.
So-
Then
That's really
But yes,
good.
Kizzy, yeah.
KCB1.
Thank
If
you.
you would like me to make it out to someone specifically,
yeah.
please let me know.
Yeah. but-
Or to him. I think that's one of his
yes,
prints,
so,
right?
yeah, so this is for so you can just sign this one. This was just a sign, and on the back you write KCB1.
What's
so.
the special instructions say? Let them know.
Oh yes, the special instructions. Thank you. Thanks for the great videos and the great personality. Glad I can support the great.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and so any color you want particular?
Yeah, like if you're in chat, but they may not be in chat. They may have just so we'll give them some time,
Okay.
and maybe two. We have some. I think the gold looked nice on the black, maybe, or the silver too, right? We have some choices.
Yeah, I'm trying
if
to
you'd like.
silver out. Trying
Oh,
to silver.
they're over there.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to silver out. Okay.
Yeah, and Sean, if you see anything you need,
Well,
me,
I'm just
grab
grabbing
it.
my Post-it notes.
Oh, cool.
My little babies.
Nice.
There we go. I'm weird because I know that it says you can just write it on the back of the print, but I don't like ruining.
I agree, actually.
So-
The sticky notes, I think it's a nice little touch. All right, so that's
Oh, that's actually
Signed?
cool. Okay.
so so if
Yeah, I want to use this. I want to use a sticky note.
yeah,
too.
so when you grab one
Yeah,
of those
go ahead.
stickies,
Thank you.
and on the back just write KCB1. That helps our entire team downstairs know who it's to, and they can ship it to.
All right. Can I see Apples
Yep, and let's
again?
go.
So
Ackles
okay.
397.
Oh, that's way simpler.
Yeah, and yours was KCB1.
Yeah, I gotta grab the pen.
10. Just grab any one, I suppose.
Is this
I
a
got
pen?
this fist full of pens. I'm not really sure why.
And I'll store my
Wait,
finished
is it
prints.
I guess
Right here.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely want to shake those before you work on them.
Okay.
All right, I can work on another one. Who do we got next
Yeah,
for
let's
me?
work on another one so we complete that.
Ah, the Deluxe. All right.
Yes, we have D-Luke prints.
I'm gonna be running back and forth.
What
with
was
this.
it? K.
Yeah, thanks.
What is it?
So KCB1.
K.
Yeah, there's all sorts of prints from Sean here. I know you guys like him for all of his characters. And no, you
Is it
can
number one or word one?
just number 1. Awesome, thank you. I'll take that print. Awesome, and guys, you see this? This is what you guys can get. Signs by the man himself, Kizzy Kay. You can even get these personalized too. You can add a little note.
And I mean, I it's up to you guys, but I have heard really good things about Streamly shipping rates or shipping times, I should say.
Yes, actually.
I remember I did a signing recently, and I believe I did the signing on Saturday and Sunday, and there were people that got their prints that following Wednesday, like
wow.
the middle of that week. It
Shout
was
out to Marco, man.
insanely fast.
So, all right, yes, this is.
Ooh.
So, do you play Genshin? Are you familiar with Genshin?
I watch Genshin.
All right, so you've probably seen a lot of this red-haired guy named D-Luke of Mondstadt. And this is unfortunate. I shouldn't say unfortunately, because I love Rivalian Teba to death. And I also played Age of Calamity, so I know a lot about the game. So when I say unfortunately about this guy being by far my most popular character now, it's because do you have any gacha games that you play?
Yeah. So I used to play Tales of Cristoria, but now I play Epic 7. And
Epic 7. I was Dragalia Lost until that started shutting down.
Oh, I actually used to play Dragalia, but they shut down this.
They shut down at the end of this month.
Yeah.
But I posted a video as
Who'd you play there?
Huh?
Who'd you play?
Who did I play?
Yeah.
Like in Dragalia?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, it depended on the content, but my personal favorite was Ezalith. She was a fire dagger person.
Oh, I like Mikoto.
And then my mentor voiced a couple characters in that as well. He was Volk, the like wolf beast person. But I did a little video as like in honor of Dragalia because I double, triple confirmed, but I collected every single unit in that game.
That's
every single one. Every dragon, every character.
That's actually pretty impressive.
No, it's not. When you think about how much I spent, like
I mean, I feel like that game was very like user friendly.
It is. It was
like
incredible.
super user friendly.
If I'm any good at Elden Ring, it will be because of the battles in Dragalia Lost.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I'm addicted to World Flipper now, which is a pinball gacha.
Nice.
And because I already have a gacha going on, I don't play Genshin. Like I can't do two of those at the same time. So I've never touched the game, even though I know a lot about it because of the community. So like everyone wants to talk D-Luke and Genshin, and I'm like, I sure hope I can look up these references later.
Sean was
that really sucks. That really sucks. Dragalia Lost was one of the best mobile games I ever played.
It's so good, dude.
It was like a 4-player co-op game,
yeah,
and there was just so many like fun things. Like I really
All right. Oh, go ahead. I'm listening.
I really enjoyed the Fire Emblem collabs. Really enjoyed like the little raids that you could do and things like that. I thought it was really fun. And each character had like a different play style. I thought it was really fun. They introduced like gun mechanics. And I was like, oh, this is all cool. And it's like, yeah, we shut it down. And I'm like, what? I thought this game was gonna live forever.
That's
you know
the
what I mean?
nefarious thing about like esports or being in any sort of like a video game career adjacent thing, because like you put like years of your life in a game, and it's just gone. You know, like Heroes of the Storm. Dude, those people,
yeah.
Man, I knew people that moved their like families to like, yeah, we're gonna compete in the Heroes of the Storm League, and then on Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, funny story. The artist who drew this print, who goes by Color Brews online, the artist who drew this print, I met because of Dragalia Lost.
That's amazing.
Because they were talking about how at one of the Japanese expos they were going to have plushes of all of the 5 core elemental dragons, and I am a sucker for cute plushes. So I was like, I need these, but they're not coming to the States. I don't know if they ever will.
You like Jupiter, huh?
Jupiter? Oh, yes. Jupiter was the one that I did a mock voice performance of back when I still had Tumblr and I was doing stuff like that.
Nice.
But I enjoy all of them for different reasons. And so the friend who lived in Japan offered to help get them. And I was like, I will pay you a convenience fee. I'll pay for the shipping. You know, you won't have to spend any of your money. And we kept in touch. And now she's one of my regular artists when we do prints.
That's amazing.
So,
we got a
and
question.
look how amazing she is.
Right?
Yeah. We got a question for Kizzy in chat. Hey Kizzy, have you ever played Cold Steel 4 yet?
Yes, of course. I've been it twice already. What kind of question is that?
He's been on that Cold Steel.
But I felt like he was attacking me. I played Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I played Sky. I played Skies of 1, but I didn't play any of the others.
which of them is better?
I love Cold Steel.
Yeah! Yes! Validated! Cool. Trails of the Sky fans on watch. You heard it here.
Cold Steel, man. I'm sorry, Skies. Cold
What's
Steel.
up, Sean? How are you doing today? Hi, Sid Official. How you doing? Oh, look at that beautiful print. There you go, Anna.
Here you go, Anna.
That's all for you.
This is probably one of my. There's 2 quotes from D-Luke. That's gonna be my question to you as you work on your next print. Is what your favorite quote that a video game character says that you've put into your own life? But I really like what D-Luke says when he says, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you. Kind of like that understanding of you know best to some degree how you operate and how you can cope with the bad times and celebrate the good times. So as long as you are willing to stay true to yourself, then no matter what Mother Nature or life throws at you, you will figure out your own way of overcoming that. Because what someone else does may not work necessarily for you. But the one that really stuck with me, are you a fan of Tokyo Revengers?
I am a fan, but I don't watch it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're probably the first case where I've heard of someone who actually doesn't know about Tokyo Revengers to a deeper degree.
Yeah.
So I voiced Draken in that, and Draken has a quote where he says, because he's basically the friend version of backhanding his friend and telling him to shut the hell up. And he goes, "You don't have to bow your head; just have a heart that cares for others." And that one instantly stayed with me because it's the idea that you don't have to pretend to be someone other than yourself. You just have to recognize when the story isn't about you in this moment in time. You know, you don't have to change who you are. You don't have to throw away your morals or your ethics, but you have to recognize sometimes it's not about what you want to do or what you feel or how you're doing. It's about the other person in the room and what they're trying to do at this moment in time.
Facts, that's bars.
So,
man, dude, these characters are ridiculous.
Bars, yeah. And guys, if you appreciate this 2 talent bringing in the room, we got Kai, Kiske representation. We actually have some more prints here from you if you want to go through. Or
okay, do we have any others for him yet?
No, so we still have sales coming in. I think a lot of them aren't finalized yet, so it's not showing up the names. I want to give them more time to go through because I'm pretty sure that one.
All right. I'm gonna make a deal to chat. If we can get this man at least 5 total sales, we've got one so far, right?
Yes,
if we can get, if this man signs at least 5 prints before the end of this stream, I will have us raffle off a copy of Guilty Gear Strive, and I will cover the cost to get it to the winner.
And I will also cover the cost on the second winner too.
On the second,
let's get 2 winners.
Let's get 2 winners. All right. So if we can get 5 orders of this man's print via streamly.com/Kizzy Kay, if we can get 5 orders, 4 more at this point, we will each raffle off a copy of Guilty Gear Strive on this stream and give it out to the winner for free.
Love to hear it.
Can I see what the previous person? I gotta write it.
Yes. The previous person was under completed.
You should be able to go to sales overview.
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
You ever play War of the Visions? You ever play that?
I voiced in that. This is gonna happen a lot. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Yeah, I'm the voice of Valade, the guy with the kind of club dude who's kind of like.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Did you mark it as completed already?
Yes, that was my bad. I thought it was completed.
I can take over for this.
Yes, here you go.
Oh, okay.
Anna.
Okay, thank you.
398.
All right. So,
perfect.
Oh, I just put number 398. Okay.
Yes, 398.
Yeah, I'm a big Final Fantasy Tactics fan, so I played that game from time to time.
Yeah.
And definitely one of my favorites.
Have they announced a remake for that yet? Like they're remaking like Crystal Chronicles, they're remaking Battle Network.
I know. Every time I don't know what it is about Final Fantasy Tactics, but anytime you talk about it, you see it, you hear people want it, and Square Enix is like, well, Final Fantasy 7.
Maybe it's reverse psychology. Maybe it's they remaster the games that everyone forgot about because then it gets us hyped up and we buy it all over again. Whereas if people are like, "Oh, I love Tactics. I still want to play Tactics," they're still buying like the downloads or stuff like that. So maybe what we really need to say is, I never ever want to see a Tactics game ever again. I'm sick of it. I don't want to hear about it. And now we just hope that they're like, well, we gotta revamp it. We gotta make it even cooler.
Why they don't like it?
Why do they don't like me, man?
Where's the print on the left? Is it Kai's sword? Yeah, this is actually some new art actually just added to Sean's store here. It's a nice install, I believe, right? This is
Dragon install.
The Kai Dragon install here. So that's the print you asked for that in the left. And yeah, it looks like we also got some hate for Tactics. Oh man, I hate Tactics.
Keep going, Snow. You got to keep doing it. We're only gonna get an announcement in a few months.
It's just Tactics is so outdated at this point. The graphics just don't hold up. Why would I play Tactics when I can do Octopath Traveler or Fire Emblem?
Exactly, or a gacha game.
Yeah, like Octopath is.
Are you guys gonna play Live Alive when that comes out?
Of course, and I'm gonna play Dealsfield too.
I honestly think, I have such a big game backlog at this point between my work and my stream, but I think if I can manage to finish Cruel King and the Great Hero before I start my convention gauntlet at the end of this month, Live Alive is the game that I'm going to be playing during my downtime at those conventions.
I'm so
glad they're bringing that game back too.
Right, so here's that for you.
Okay. Yes, and Beastars 2, man, you really do have so many characters.
I voiced every character on this print. I don't know if you watched. I don't know if you watched Beastars, but
I have not.
So I voice. I mean, most of these are like side characters. Like this dude literally just shows up to talk about a newspaper clipping. He's probably the major one out of all of them. He's a roommate, and he answers something for Lego sheets so that he can progress the plot. Okay. But my favorite isn't on this print, and it's the manager cat who runs the strip club.
A manager cat that runs.
He's a good-hearted man. He's not sleazy at all. He's not. He's a good-hearted man. And, he runs around and he operates the lights and the ladder and everything so that these cheetah girls can show off their tatas.
Cheetah girls, yo. So which character is Tao? Because the special instructions, she says,
please impose that Tao. Say Tao is the Black Panther. He's the one on the left here.
Yeah, so we have, do you have any pen colors you want for this one, or
I suggest gold.
Gold works
for Ron. Okay.
Yeah, so guys, one of the cool things you can do with these prints, you can add in any sort of a personalization. So we got a favorite character, Tao. Now we're getting a quote that Tao would say. This is the thing the stream likes to do: connect fans with the root. Yeah, that true protagonist in chat here. We got some nice little engagement here. Thanks for stopping by, Suspect. They're remastering.
What's up, Suspect?
Yeah, what's up? Yo, it's Jay Wong. Really? What's up, Jay
What's going on, Justin?
What's up, Justin? We're just playing some Guilty Gear. Or we were playing Guilty Gear. Now we're signing prints. Yo, show Justin this.
That is true. Oh, Justin, you got to check this out.
You have to.
That is true. They are remastering Crisis Core. So that is a promise that we may get. Check this out, Justin.
Boom. Clean, right? And you can get this signed and framed and autographed in your Guilty Gear.
We gotta get someone with who's really good with either photo editing or game manipulation to get a high res scan of that image and then put it in on the stage that we were playing.
Yeah.
Put it in as the cathedral stained glass window.
Oh yeah,
that's not bad actually.
Yes.
Yeah, that's clean.
There's also some stages that also have pictures. So that'd be really cool.
Could they do it as a conditional where it only changes if you got a perfect on the previous round or something like that?
No, if you could, that'd be ridiculous. Sadly, you can't.
Yo, so thank you so much, Ron. There's your print.
Yes.
You got that quote.
The quote that I did for Tao is, because I figure he doesn't look like an aggressive carnivore. He looks like a carnivore who's trying to make friends with everyone. So to say something inspirational, he'd be like, you don't have to be a carnivore to have guts.
I like that.
It's funny because he eats people.
Really?
No.
I was about to say. I was like, whoa.
He doesn't eat people, but there's a certain thing he's involved with that's pretty big spoilers for season 2. So I'm not going to go any further on that.
I've learned a valuable lesson. Do not hit complete until you see someone right.
Until I'm actually done with the print, I never hit complete.
I was going to say that's a very important lesson.
All right. Do we have any more for Kizzy Kay yet?
Let's check, guys. Let's do a little.
We still got the one. Here. All right, Kizzy. Is it my turn to ask you a question, or your turn to ask me a question?
I feel like I didn't. I think I asked you a question. I asked you about.
All right.
Or what if it's chat's turn to ask both of y'all a question?
Now that they know they need to ask us both a question, I will ask one to help give them the time to come up with one.
There you go. So you guys have time.
So did you ever used to eat at Curry House?
Yes.
Oh.
And they lost it. I know.
Brother.
I know.
I know.
I used to love that place.
I know. You know what the worst part is? It wasn't even because of the pandemic.
I know. They got bought out by something, and then they just
Do you know why?
No.
Because almost immediately after they bought Curry House, they got hit with several kinds of fines for fraud. just the way that they were running their businesses. So they had to sell off some of their assets to afford the court fines. So of course they went through and said, well, which of our businesses aren't performing as well as the others? And because they just bought Curry House, they obviously had no metrics to go by. So it got put on the cutting room floor because of their inability to handle their business ethically.
So whack, man.
So anyway, the quest. So I'll trust you to keep a log of the questions.
Yes, I will.
For you, if it wasn't, now that Curry House is gone, what is your, I've had a really good day, I worked really hard, and I'm going to have my comfort food, the food that tells me it's the end of a long day and I can relax now. What is that food for you?
Passiu.
What is that?
Thai food. It's like fried noodles, but inside of it, it's like fried pan noodles, and basically it's choice of meat, broccoli, carrots, and like it has certain spice levels.
Do you live near Torrance by any chance?
Yes, I actually do.
So you know about the Torrance Plaza?
Yes.
Okay. There is the plaza that has like Gyukaku, and it has like the IHOP and the In-N-Out. So right next to Gyukaku is a Thai food place that I've eaten at twice, and I'm so upset it took me this long to find this place. The last time I went there, I got there. It was like a seafood jambalaya. All right. Are you okay with seafood? Are you seafood guy?
Seafood.
Let me tell you, dude, the perfection of this dish.
Oh.
If you go and try it and you don't love it, I will pay you back for the meal to apologize.
What's the name of this place?
I don't remember, which is why I was asking if you knew the plaza. But if you go under that strip that has like Gyukaku and IHOP, it's in there. It's a Thai food place, and it's like in between Gyukaku and Koryu Ramen. Anyway.
Oh, Koryu Ramen. I think I know.
Yeah.
I think I know.
So
I think I've seen that place.
the seafood itself was incredibly well cooked, but the sauce, because you know how there's sauces that are too runny, and then there's sauces that are like they completely overpower the food. This was a sauce where you take the fork full of seafood, you run it a little through the sauce stays on the food, and then you eat it. My guy, you have to try it.
Oh,
you have to try it.
What's that called? What's that?
I gotta look it up.
Look it up, man.
We got Curry Kiske.
Curry Kiske.
Yeah, definitely got that curry lore in the chat. Yeah, that's what
But yeah, when Curry House went down, I was really disappointed because that's actually one of the best spots I went to. I used to go to this place where it was like kind of like in an alley. It's in downtown LA. It's like an alley looking spot. You go up. It's like a little plaza in the back. And like upstairs, it's just like a mad food court.
All right, we're getting there. It's called Ubon Thai Kitchen.
Okay.
And I'm going to look for their seafood dish.
Ooh, I got good reviews too.
All right. 4th of July. Where's the menu, damn it? Our menu. Okay. Let's see if we can find this. This happens all the time. This is how I never manage to finish anything. So let's see. They got samtum. They got chicken larb salad. Yumwunsen. I got to find it.
You're going to be scrolling.
I'm going to be scrolling.
You know, we also have a question for Sean.
Okay.
Would you be interested in voicing a character in Kingdom Hearts?
If I'm a good fit for the character.
Yeah. I mean, I think the interest.
Curry. I got to find it. Roasted duck curry.
Didn't know Sean voiced stuff in Beastars.
This is it. The sizzling seafood. Sauteed tilapia, shrimp, squid, scallops, mussels, bell peppers, onions, and sweet basil in a chili garlic sauce. It is every bit as good as it looks in that photo, my dude.
Let me take a picture of that.
It's not even super expensive either. It looks like it should be like a $40 dish. It's not.
Someone needs to mod. Where's the menu? Damn it! Into Guilty Gear.
Here, Dragon install. So, is there an easy way for it to access the voice line of what he says when he does Dragon install, or do I just need to try and remember it?
You have to try to remember.
Okay, all right. So I'm pretty sure he goes like Dragon install.
Yeah.
Where's the menu, damn it? Sizzle the seafood!
We're trying this. I'm going to try that. But yeah, so I usually go to Thai food. I always get past it. But now this is the question I have for you.
Wait, I got to make one last joke before you do that. What is the name of that, like, really, it's like a meme drink? Are they White Claws or Bear Claws?
Yeah, White Claw.
So instead of DA Claw, he shows up to a party, give me White Claw!
Oh.
Kai Kiske is a White Claw drinker. You tell me he's not.
1,000% is a White Claw drinker.
He is the guy who walks in with a fucking can of LaCroix, but inside is White Claw instead.
He's definitely one of those guys who be like, yo, I would take me a wine cooler. Free.
Soulbecker's like, Is that a box of Franzia? Listen, it's perfectly acceptable before a righteous battle. He punches the bottom out of a Dos Equis and just drowns it. Anyway, go ahead.
Put some monitors in this. Yeah, these are some good voice lines.
So now to ask you, because
give me my next print.
because
yes,
Curry House is gone.
Okay.
Do you feel?
Sabaro,
Do you feel Coco Ichibana is a good substitute?
No. It's not.
No,
it's not. No. So Coco Ichibana, I always told people Coco Ichibana is great for its variety in terms of its ability to let you decide how you want your meal. The size of your portions, the level of the spiciness, how much rice you want compared to everything else. It is the perfect mix and match restaurant to get exactly the amount of food that you want. But it's important that I say the amount of food that you want, because Coco Ichibana suffers from the same thing that all of these other curry places do that Curry House did different. And that's what they do with the curry sauce. Because you would understand, there was a taste and a texture to the Curry House sauce that was unique. And I'm sure you tried to find a different curry place.
I was going to ask you, is there any other
you realized they all make curry the same exact way. It all tastes the same. All that differs is what they put in it. And the more I try these other places, the more I realize I'm never going to get Curry House back.
Curry Kiske is real. You're like dropping real curry.
Man.
That's great.
You can choose the amount, Captain K. I don't know if you knew this, and I don't know if they do this anymore, but Coco Ichibana in Japan had like a member punch card for the spice levels.
Yeah, they did.
Where it would go from 1 to 11. I don't know if people in chat knew this. It was like a punch card that with a spice level that you could request for that goes from 1 to 11. But here's the thing. In order to order at least a 6, you had to have it punched somewhere between the 1 to 5 level at least once. And then you could do 6, 7, 8. And then from 9 to 10, or after 8, you couldn't do a 9 until you had an 8 and got it punched.
Oh,
you couldn't do a 10 until you'd had a 9. So you had to work your way up to an 11. And I believe starting at 9 or 10, you had to sign a waiver with the restaurant before they would serve it to you.
And I think they would take a picture of you too if you finish it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like we got a Nyburn.
We got an order.
Let's go.
You sign it. I'll wait. You do yours.
Signing. Yeah. So
okay, are we using this one?
Just reminding chat, we only need 3 more print orders of Kizzy Kay's prints for 2 people in chat to get a free copy of Guilty Gear Strive.
Ooh,
we just need 3 more orders.
And you can make this out to Nyburn there.
Okay, got it.
Silver marker? Okay.
Silver. Okay.
Just wanted to say I love your energy and your positivity. Well, thanks so much, Nyburn.
Shout out to you, Nyburn. I appreciate that.
And
man.
yes, Kate, Coco Ichibana will let you set your portion size. I believe they've got the standard 1 times. You can get a 2 times, 4 times the amount of rice, or you can even save on money by going with a half plate instead. So the site doesn't seem to work for me.
The site doesn't seem to work for me, unfortunately. If you want to try a different browser, I know that's always, the baseline.
The name is correct.
Troubleshoot there.
Yeah, but no, sticky.
Oh, yes. We got stickies on deck.
There you go.
Thank you.
Half plate, baby. Yeah, we definitely got some love for this, the food min-maxing. That's really what this is. So you can write KCB.
That's kind of like Ice Baby, but it's about our eating habits.
I remember that song. Oh my god!
And they're playing on their stomachs. Boom, 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 boom.
So what's the link for this? That's just streamly.com/sonicmega for all of the Sean Chiplock prints, and you can also go to streamly.com/Kizzy Kay for all of the Kizzy Kay prints. We got a stained glass exclusive, the first print on his store. And we're getting these signed. So that's the link, and you can see that at the bottom of the screen here.
Yep. You want to hold that up for the camera? Yeah. There you go.
Look at that. Thank you so much. We got that signed and good to go for you.
Was there a name for it? Oh, did you write to Nyburn?
Yeah.
So I put KCB2. Oh, okay. Let me.
Yeah. So sometimes people say, here's what they want you to make it out to. So it should say to Nyburn somewhere. You can either do it here or like on this side instead.
Good call with the mentorship here. This is an experienced signer. I'm actually learning a lot.
There was a point where I was new to Streamly.
Yeah, another.
Yes. Let's have another one.
I think that one worked well for me. Try that one.
Thank you.
You know what? I think.
Yeah, there we go.
Beautiful.
I think it's high time we do a marker audit. That needs to happen. I think these markers have been here since I came in here. like 6 weeks ago.
Did you ever learn? Did they ever teach you to do cursive?
Yes.
Do you prefer cursive or print?
I only use cursive for my name.
Cursive.
Yeah. But I think I stopped. It's funny because when I was in first, second, they were like, yo, you got to do cursive. After that, they were like, yo, you don't ever have to do cursive.
And all throughout middle school and high school, they were like, you need to learn to write cursive. They will only accept papers written in cursive. Yeah. And then as soon as you got to college, it was, if you hand in a paper that's written instead of typed, you will fail.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Facts.
I was like,
yep, that's what they did. They just like
the minute we went to college, they were like, we will not accept handwritten papers for any reason whatsoever.
And like I had horrible handwriting in high school, so I suffered in high school. They were all making me feel like it mattered I had bad handwriting.
And you know why it was? You know why it was?
Yeah, thanks, bro.
It was because of technology.
Yeah.
It was because they ran those papers through an algorithm that would check to see if you lifted it off of sources online. And of course, it's way easier to do that with a typed paper than with a written paper because they'd have to write it up themselves. They don't have the time for that.
Exactly.
So it was because of trying to make sure students don't cheat that we were all forced to just abandon what we were writing.
Sean, I'm 15 younger than you, and they told me the same shit in 8th grade.
Right? So the funniest part for me, I'm not going to name the class, and I'm not going to name the professor. There was a class that about 2 or 3 weeks into this course, people realized that all of the questions on our weekly quizzes came from this giant online repository.
The online.
It was either a website or a PDF that was like questions for blank type classes. And we quickly realized that every single one of our questions, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 a week, came from this giant repository.
Jesus.
So everyone would show up to these tests with like it open on their phone or something like that, or if there was I think most of them were take-home tests. So they would load it up on a Google tab, and they would just Control F the keywords and find the question and get the answer.
That's mad crazy.
Yo, and look,
what an experience.
Yeah, so many classes this, and now it's like, yeah, like online classes. This is like a thing now. I'm so lucky. I've never even lived through that. I can't imagine all that online learning. I'm already tech illiterate.
Now,
we have an
okay.
I want to go to Josh.
I do want to tell one last story. Probably
please.
The funniest story that ever happened. So the funniest story that ever happened, there was a final exam that I had for TV film scripting. And so there were a lot of cases where we had to watch a video clip of a movie and then analyze like certain aspects of the character or certain aspects of the scene. Why did the director use a shot the way that they did? So it is final exam day, and there's a 2-part essay with 2 different film clips. And that's when I realized, because during the exam, they blocked access to all of the movies so you can go back and see it. Yeah. That is when I realized there was one of these movies or one of these scenes that I had completely forgotten to look at. And it wasn't because I put it off. I overlooked it. I never checked it. So on one of the answers, I knew everything about that scene. I'd watched it. I got an A on the original assignment for it. I knew exactly what I was talking about. On the other one, I knew nothing. All right. I didn't recognize the characters. I didn't know. It was bullshit 101.
Yeah. Those exams.
I kid you not. I mean, I still managed to get like an A- in the final exam. I got an A for the course. I kid you not. I scored worse on the one I did know than on the one I didn't. If it was on like an out of 10 points or out of 20 points, I think I got like a 16 out of 20 on the one I didn't know and a 12 out of 20 on the one that I did.
Oh, I know you was mind blown. I would have been like, what?
Never forgot that moment.
And if
let me see.
Yeah. And if you're somebody like you, and somebody like me, you'd be thinking to yourself like, how did it like?
How could this happen to me?
Yeah, like I didn't even know, and how did I score better? You know?
On the other hand, the best class I ever did in, that's going to be my, wait, did you ask me a question? Is it my turn to ask you?
No, I did ask you.
Okay. All right. So this is going to be my question to you. On the other hand, the class that I absolutely annihilated was, it was a Japanese culture course. Because this was when I was really thick into games like Toho and, of course, JRPGs, which often borrow a lot from like Japanese culture customs and historical elements. So I was in my element. Like you could take the practice questions over and over and over again. It would give you like 10 or 20 different questions every time. It was a 2.5-hour exam. I was done with that exam in 35 minutes, 100%.
Whoa.
I aced that exam in 35 minutes, and I walked out of that room. I was never more prepared because I think with a lot of those questions, it was also it was the questions that would be on the exam. It was like a repository of like 300 possible questions, and a total of 50 of them were going to be on the exam. So I was just testing over and over and over again between the ones I got wrong and the ones that I knew. And as soon as I sat down, I was like, oh, I know this one. Oh, I know this one. Oh, I know that one, but I got to answer this one first. It was rapid fire.
That's crazy.
So for you, what was the easiest class you ever took, whether it was college or something else, or if it was a subject that you just never had trouble with? And what was the one that just kicked your ass constantly?
I think the one that bodied me the most was English. But I want to say the most one that was super, super easy, and I don't know why it was mad easy, but it was just naturally just simple for me, was history.
Tell me. Preach, brother, please.
I actually don't understand why history was this most flowchart of A's for me. You know, it was just like, I was just like, bro, like, I was just like, what? You know what I mean? Like, this is it?
History set plays crazy.
History was just mad simple, but English was the hardest one for me.
That's crazy. I mean, I suppose history, because if you're like a narrative person, if you view it like I go to class and like hear stories all day, then maybe it's really compelling. You know?
My dude, sophomore year of college, I take a class called Elements of Law, all right? And I'm expecting it to be a class heavily focused on like the law and how it works and how court cases proceed and stuff like that, partially because of Ace Attorney, but also because I really enjoyed, partially because of Judge Judy, but because I really wanted.
She's godlike.
She's a genuine judge too.
Like
she's not just a real-time show judge. She actually does that as a profession. Yeah. But I was genuinely interested in learning the process of how court cases go, like how a jury is selected, like how the opening and the closing how cross-examinations work, probably so that I could potentially enjoy games like Ace Attorney. What it really was how are historical court cases based on foundations that were put in by our founding fathers?
Oh,
so it was a history class disguised as a modern day law class. It was literally, here is 2 weeks straight of a moment in history or a period in history from like the 1700s, and then 1 week on how this applies to a landmark court case that happened.
Oh my goodness.
It was by far the worst I ever did in any of my classes in my entire college career. Like, I think you needed to score at least a 75 to even get the credits towards the completion of your major. I had a 76.
Ooh.
It was between extra credit or something like that. That was the closest I ever came. And I mean, none of the others even came remotely close. That was the closest I came to spending an entire semester in a class and not even getting the credits for it.
I would have been upset. I know that was stressful.
Yeah, that's
you know, one thing about like law is like, because I was in law magnet in high school.
There you go, Josh.
I was in law magnet in high school. So I was so mind blown of like certain words having a different definition.
Right.
And like, it blew my mind. I'm like, word. You know what I mean? And like, you know, it's like law language. And I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? So definitely was one of the most hardest things to like learn and just understand about. But I mean, yeah, I would say history, which is
history. All right. Yeah. I think it's your turn now.
Yes. So we're all.
I also meant for asking me a question.
So I do have a question.
No. The new sales means one of them came in today, and then one of them was made previously. So
got it. Okay.
I'll work on my next one, and you let me know.
Yeah, Josh Lewis,
my question is to you is, if you had to choose either Italian food and I'm gonna say Italian food and Mexican food in California, which one would you let go?
Mexican. Oh, wait, which one I let go?
Yes.
Italian food. No, without a doubt. So AKL, that guy that I signed the first print for, he's he's got the culture behind him. He's a big fan of the food in general. He comes to visit me, and I take him to a place called Taco Super Gallo. It's on Pacific Coast Highway. You already know.
Hey, yo.
Like, I know that their prices have raised like twice since the last time, but he has their lengua tacos, and he turns to me and he goes, "This is the best fucking lengua taco I've ever had." You know, like. It is bomb. Like,
you know, it's my favorite. I love mole, man.
Let me see.
Mole is so good.
Is that based on guacamole or is that something
So
else?
it's like a Hispanic curry, but it's curry style.
Curry?
It's called and the sauce is called like mole.
So this is not my question to you, but I want to ask: do you know the difference between, or at least what I see is the difference between Indian curry, Japanese curry, and Mexican spice?
Instantly, yes.
What is it? What is the difference?
I think it depends on because some is savory, so I think it's the savory levels of a lot of the sauces that are different for me. Like Indian curry is usually like different. It's like really colorful,
right?
So it's like yellow and things like that. So they use a lot of
too, right?
yeah. So they use a lot of a lot of sweet flavors.
For me, it's the spice. Like Mexican spice hits you in the mouth.
Yeah.
Japanese curry hits you in the trachea as it's traveling down. Indian curry hits you in the stomach. It sits there and
you're talking about
over time.
You're talking about I usually think Indian curry is actually like the most sweetest out of them all.
I agree.
Yeah,
And that's because because I know the base is like tomato soup or something like that. And so you can tell really good places from really bad places for Indian curry, because if it looks and tastes like Campbell's tomato soup, it's probably a bad curry place. Right. So this one is from Mai, who says, I don't really have a special request. I just want to say I'm a big fan of your work as D-Luke. Thanks to that, I found out you voiced a lot of my favorites, Ishimaru, Mishima, and Draken. It's always nice to hear your work, and I can't wait for more. Well, thank you, Mai. As I've told people, I try to make time to be proud of what I've done in the past, but not to rest on my laurels for too long, because there's always that next gig, always that next chance. But yes, I'm glad I can be here to entertain you, and I'm glad that you could be here to share in that celebration with me today.
That's cool. That's amazing.
All right, I got to think of a question for you. Also,
guys, we need 3 more.
Yeah, just
so
let
we
you
can
guys
give
know.
2 giveaways of Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, if you guys are interested, I'm just going to show to all the people who just came in. We are here celebrating the launch of Kizzy Kay's Streamly store with this amazing print here. Look at this, a stained glass Kizzy the God, the FGC.
Dude, the fact
champion.
that he has the 2-piece, man. So
yeah,
right?
Also, shout out to Bushido Brown, SD. He is the person that designed it. So shout out to him. Thank you so much, bro. I will see you at Evo if you're going. I know you're going.
Nice. Yeah, and you guys can find the links to the store. You can just see on the bottom of the stream, streamly.com/SonicMega for Sean Chiplock.
All right. I know what I want to ask. I know what I want to ask.
Ooh.
So, anyone who's a gamer knows that they have the reset. And that's what you do to get yourself refocused after something happens that you weren't expecting. For some people, I'm sure you've seen this one. They take a meaty hit and they go, they do that, they nod their head. Yeah. Or you get the guy who he takes a stock, he lands his character, and then he goes, yep. He does that. You get the guys who lean back and they kind of brush their hands on their pants and they do that. Uh-huh. What is your reset? What do you do to fix yourself after you're okay, now I gotta get my head back in the game?
So when something happens crazy, I'll sometimes I catch myself sometimes. I'll reel back and I just nod my head. I accept what happened. I process it and I'm just wow. And then I just hit my buttons on my stick. Right. So I can keep my hands warm. All right, whatever. Let me just focus, get back, keep it back into the groove, things like that.
Yeah, because that's what the head nod's about. It's I
acknowledge
accept what you did.
I acknowledge / accept.
So I have a little bit of an embarrassing one, but so you remember Sonic and the Secret Rings?
Yes.
Okay, so I would play Sonic and the Secret Rings standing up, because it was the Wiimote, the nunchuck, and I'll lean in with what he's doing at the same time. Well, I believe I was playing it during the summertime. So when so your guy, you understand, you get a little sweaty and parts stick to other parts. So when I would restart a stage, because I was always trying to go for the highest rank, the Wii loading times usually meant you had 6-7 seconds to do that. Well, because it was summertime, there'd be a lot of cases where, the sweat would cause my jeans or my pants to stick to, my legs or, somewhere in my pelvis. And so I'd end up taking my hand and doing this and fixing it. So because of that, I got it got engraved in me where every time I reset something,
you're fixing
I'd end up fixing myself.
That's amazing.
That's a talent you don't want,
just imagine you're in a tournament and you take a meaty hit and the first thing you do is just go digging in your pants with your
right after a match. Good game. That's
He's just digging for gold, and then you're like, good stuff,
good
man.
stuff,
Good
man.
game.
Yeah. Rub it all in the back.
Digging for gold. That's more like mining for oil.
Mining for oil?
Mining for oil. Pretty good.
Oh my god.
That's something.
Oh, I'm losing it. That's so good. All right, this one is for John. Special instructions, none.
None.
Sonic, I never got to play Sonic and the Black Knight, but I feel like I would have really enjoyed that.
I haven't played it. That sounds.
All right, John, here's your print. No special instructions.
Yes.
You just want the beauty of the art and the certificate.
I mean, this is really good art. Sometimes I don't want to ruin it with anything besides my signature. So,
I have a question. Was this something that you always believed that you can do?
what?
Voice acting.
So it started out really selfish, and I'll explain after I put this notepad in so that people have time to order a print for you to sign and get us closer to that giveaway. So when I first discovered it, it was very selfish because it was, I can be loud and rambunctious and obnoxious, but if it fits the character, I could get paid money for it. And it was also, I'm embarrassed to say this, but one of the first things that I said on newgrounds.com when I started voice acting was, guys, I found my life purpose. Before I die, I want to voice in an anime. It wasn't even a main character. It was, I want to voice in an anime. And I almost dropped my college to when because long story short, I was offered a chance to do a mock recording for Bang Zoom after I won a competition. And I had to have a serious talk with my family about, are you going to drop college and immediately move out to California? I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't, but it was just kind of like that heat of the moment thing. Mm-hmm. So it was very selfish and rambunctious. It was I can be high energy and get paid for it instead of it just annoying people around me. But the longer I've gotten into the industry, the more I've realized that it speaks to me on a lot of different levels. For example, there are things that aren't possible in real life, just physically not possible to the best of our knowledge, that are commonplace in this game. You know, the idea of swinging a sword with finesse and launching a project. Who hasn't had a dream about even as early as The Legend of Zelda, if you were at full hearts and Link had the little laser sword.
Yeah.
Who hasn't dreamed of doing a throw of some sort and hurling a projectile towards your opponent that's just made of ethereal energy? That's really freaking cool. And it's possible in a game like this. So getting to explore those impossibilities, getting to explore those different characters and step into their shoes and be something else for a while. I hate to say it, but in the current state of the world, having that escape is even more helpful than ever before. But also because that's how I plan to achieve immortality. I hate to say that my mom passed away at the age of 40. And it sits on my mind sometimes, what if I end up with the same fate? What if what afflicted her afflicts me? But the idea is, and I really hope I'm not cursing the heavens by saying this. We lost a dear friend of ours, a dear colleague, Billy Kometz, recently, and we lost Brad Venable, I believe, the year before. But immediately after he passed on, people were recognizing his voice in all of these games that they were playing. In Fire Emblem, 3 Hopes that just came out, in 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, and a lot of anime that he voiced in. And the fact is that even for people who aren't ready to say goodbye yet, he could still be there to entertain, to have fun with them. There were a lot of posts shortly after he passed away of his performance in Persona 5 Royal, because he plays the therapist who works at the school. And there's so many lines about therapy and about moving on and about accepting grief into your life that are now being said by a guy that is no longer with us. And it hit different, man. It hit so hard. But that's kind of what speaks to me is even if I'm no longer here, as long as you have access to a piece of media that I voice in, there's still the opportunity for me to help create that other world for you, for me to bring you into a different space and entertain you and let you feel that little bit of joy for a little bit longer.
That's pretty deep.
Yeah,
wow.
That's a good answer.
That's actually pretty real.
Chat was yo, that's deep. That's so deep. I never thought about that. Yeah. Shout outs to that. Yo, we got more prints here, right?
Here is, I don't know, are you a fan of the Gunvolt franchise by any chance?
Gunvolt? Yes.
So
Gunvolt. We got Gunvolt prints.
I don't know if you were aware of this, but they were not voiced until Luminous Avenger IX. And so Luminous Avenger, the spin-off game, was the first one that started having English voices. And they said, hey, this is going pretty well.
Was that the one with the bundle with the collection?
No, I think it was sold separately.
Separate.
Yeah, that's where you play as the character Copen. So they were like, well, let's see if we can bring this into the main series. So I managed to get cast as Gunvolt for Gunvolt 3 coming out. And I got this print made.
Oh, this is sick.
So.
Damn, this is sick.
Right? We had like 4 or 5 different designs. For those of you who want to see it up close, this is the brand new Gunvolt print that I had made. And I'm going to have to look up what the artist credit is. If someone is willing to help me, I know it's in my announcements on my Discord. But this is also available for sale. You can get this right now and be one of the first to own it. Both the Kiske print and this Gunvolt print debuted during this Streamly signing. Yeah.
So grats to Miguel.
Yes, grats to Miguel for
getting this beautiful print.
But the question is, who will get the shipped version first? I'll sign this in a second.
The shipped version.
So the only way that could be, who knows? It could be based on locations. So that's kind of why it's meaningful to me. They mentioned Inti Creates. They brought us Mega Man 0 and ZX. So my mentor now voices Sonic. This isn't directly Mega Man, but it's pretty darn close.
It's pretty mega. It's pretty mega.
It's a spiritual successor, right?
There's a lot of spiritual successors. What is it? 20XX?
20XX.
Yeah.
20XX. That's
it was 30XX too, right? That's the other one.
What is this a Gunvolt game or like a Mega Man?
It's kind of like a Mega Man style inspiration.
Yeah, I know that I saw one on like a Kickstarter one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They had a part 2.
One?
Yeah. The one it's like a female Zero and things like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Actually,
I need a bronze that writes.
Bronze that writes.
I'll try all of them. Just hand me one at a time.
One at a time, and we'll see one that.
All right, we got it in 2.
Ooh, look at that, Charms.
Okay, so it's my turn to ask a question now.
I think
right?
so.
No, actually,
you asked what got me into this.
Yes. Now it's your turn.
Let me sign this first.
And Dr. Pepper in chat says it's really interesting to hear your thoughts and views and what kind of impact you had on general. Yeah, it is interesting. Like it's nice to have a sort of chill stream, reciting prints, selling things. And Sean, man, you guys have been like a question machines, right?
No, not Roger Craig Smith. Devin Mack, who now voices Sonic in the animated series that's coming out. It's not Sonic Boom. God, this is bothering the crap out of me.
Oh, we need to know. There you go, Miguel.
Let me look it up.
Sonic Prime. It's Sonic Prime.
Sonic Prime.
Thank you, Chad.
Yeah, the Netflix one. Yeah.
Click of a button's coming to your door.
Okay. I'll let you decide between 2 different questions.
Okay.
Question 1, option 1, is what is an unreasonable grudge you hold about or against something that you refuse to let go of?
Ooh.
Or like it's petty, it doesn't gain you anything by having this grudge, but you still have it anyway and you'll die on that hill. Or I'm trying to think of what option 2 was. What is something that you enjoy, whether it's a game or a show or something that you are sure no one else has ever heard of? And so you're like alone in that regard. It's like, I want to talk about this. And every time I bring it up, people are like, what the hell is that?
We got a Kizzy.
We're up to 3?
Let's go.
3.
All right, you sign this one.
Okay.
Like Death Napier.
I'm trying to
print you some new prints.
What was the
Oh, I'm sorry, you okay?
What was the first question again?
The first one was, what is an unreasonable or petty grudge that you still hold on to that you refuse to let go of? Whether it's like, this show is so dumb, or I don't know why they think this is a good thing, or this food is awful and people who eat it have no idea what they're doing.
I think.
All right.
I think
fresh off the print, my guy.
Something I can't let go, honestly, is like.
Before Nintega, you can go to streamly.com/Kizzy Kay and order a print. And we are 2 prints away. If he gets 2 more orders before we finish this stream, which we're probably gonna have to wrap up in the next 30 minutes because I have a live dub at like 5 o'clock. But We get 2 more orders.
2 more.
We will each raffle off a copy of Guilty Gear Strive to someone in chat.
We
Go
got
ahead.
3 out of 5. Awesome.
I gotta say that I think the most thing that I can't let go is I don't understand, and I think people are gonna come at me sideways for this, but I don't understand how people like tomatoes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm so like when somebody like praises tomatoes as like this like next level thing to like eat. I'm just like, bro, I don't understand.
Can I ask a follow-up question to that?
What?
Do you enjoy sour candy? Do you enjoy sour stuff? It's very curious.
Just like
Because,
preach.
like, for me, the reason why I like tomatoes is because I always enjoy anything that has a bit of tartness or like sourness to it. And tomatoes have acid in them, obviously. Maybe not citric acid, but it has an acid the same way a pineapple does. And for me, it kind of gives it that little kick, that little bit of flavor. And I can imagine a lot of people who enjoy it in salads enjoy it because lettuce by itself is very bland. You know, carrots, unless you dress them up, can be very bland. But tomatoes kind of add that little bit of flavor. But I understand where you're coming from.
The tomato apologist over here.
Dude, for some reason, I look at the tomato, I'm like, bro, they eating that? And like, bro, it's just like.
I also prefer when the tomatoes are small and they kind of pop, like you
See,
can
that's
bite
the
into them.
difference. I'm talking about the whole.
Oh, the giant ass. Oh, yeah, dude.
You
Like,
know, there's people that actually eat it like an apple.
fucking no. And then like worse when you get like stewed or like grilled tomatoes and it's the big ones and they hand it to you on the stick and it's just like falling off.
Yeah.
Like it's like if I want shit falling off the bone, I'll get pozole. At least then it's worth my time, you know? Okay.
All right, so
That-
we got this print going to Death Napalm. Here you go.
That
Just
makes
for
sense because for the
selling,
longest time I told people that I hated melted cheese, that I couldn't stand
Wow,
melted
you
cheese.
don't.
Hold on.
Okay,
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Because I was like, I don't understand because I eat pizza. I'm fine with that, but I can't eat melted cheese, whether it's on cheeseburgers or sandwiches or whatever, until I realized it wasn't melted cheese that I hated. It was Kraft singles that I hated.
Oh.
There you
Different
go.
thing.
Hold up.
Because that's what we mostly had in the house growing up was Kraft
Kraft
single
singles.
cheese. It's what are
Not
they? It's cheese
Cheese,
product.
Yes.
They have to
Cheese
label
product.
it cheese product because
Yep.
it doesn't.
Yes, that's the Death Napalm. Yeah, it is a cheese product, and it's like.
Oh, I love fried bananas. Verna, fried bananas are the shit. They're so good.
Yeah, Death Napalm. So-
Okay.
And in KCB3.
So now I have a question for you.
Okay, this is fun. I'm enjoying
Yeah,
this.
so-
we can go to a print of yours and go back and forth popcorn. All right.
Yeah, let me move on to my next one because I
Yeah,
definitely have to make
yes.
sure I finish these up.
For sure. This is.
All right. We got.
Which
Valley
one?
and
Which one?
Tuba.
K73.
Yeah, so yours
KCB3.
was KCB3. All right, thank you so much, Death Napalm. And to remind y'all, we only need 2 more Kizzy Kay prints sold, and we reached that Strive giveaway. So thank you all, Death Napalm, for that. And now let's get to Ulst2. This is your print now.
I have a question.
All right,
How do you like your steak done?
medium rare. So I will
Like
preface
the
that
medium.
with I used to be a medium well to well done, but that was because I always copied what my mom did because she would order her toast like well done or toasted. She'd order her meat medium well or well done. And to me, I thought, because as you would learn about like the food pyramid and about making sure your food was thoroughly cooked, it made sense to me. Like if the meat isn't cooked all the way through, you're putting yourself at risk of foodborne illnesses and stuff like that. And I've learned in the time since that that's there's always that risk, but it's way more common with foods like seafood or chicken, whereas meat tends to be thicker, where it's much harder for the bacteria to get that far in. So yes, it's important to cook the outer layer, but the inside, as long as it's not like blue, you're not dealing with a lot of risk on that front.
Yeah, a lot of people like the steak blue.
I can't.
I look at that, I'm like,
There's a certain level, but like I understand that having it rare allows the juices to collect, and that's how you get like the really juicy steak that's good.
Yeah.
Whereas if you cook it all the way, it gets very dry and it loses that flavor, which is why you have to try that sizzling seafood, dude.
I will. I got you,
You'll
man.
get
I
that.
got you.
Yeah, man, thanks for that.
So I am a medium rare person. I don't want to be able to see the red on the outside, but it's fine if once I cut in, if there's some pink, a little bit of red, I can appreciate that now. I'm not as scared of it as I used to be.
So I give you a funny story. So
Tell me.
There was a time where I went to like a steak place. It was like a bunch of my friends.
Do you remember what it was called? What the place was called?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't something like it wasn't like a big popular place. It was just like we just wanted some steak.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say it was like a big place. So we was all sitting. We was all talking. Everything was fine, and then we heard like an echo. It was like an echoing thing. We was like.
It was Kai, Kiske, and Soul Bad Guy fighting in the cathedral in round 5.
Yeah, and all we heard was like, "Yeah, I like it well done." And we just. It like everything paused.
Oh shit!
Like how it was like what's that? It's like this. It was like Inception. It was like everything just slowed down.
Boom.
Yeah, boom. We heard "well done," and we just turned around. We had to look who it was, and we was like, I can't believe that you came all the way over here for a well done steak. I was like, you could have made that at home. Like you don't come up here.
You didn't even have to make it yourself. Just put your kids in charge of turning it over on the grill.
Yeah, just forget about it. Take a nap and
I was like, bro, you could have went to bed. Yeah.
Thanks, old two.
All right.
Awesome. Cool.
I'm gonna ask this one just to rile up the chat, and then I'm gonna ask you a real question.
Okay.
Which is better, Korean barbecue or Japanese barbecue?
Korean barbecue.
Ooh, Korean barbecue.
I have to kick your ass in this next best of 3 at the end of stream. Sorry, but after I had Japanese barbecue, it wasn't even close. Next one.
Yeah.
All right, another D-Luke.
Yes, another. I'm D-Luke to Alistair. Alistair, your print is on the way. Honestly,
I'm sorry, man. There's a place that let me explain. Let me defend myself.
All right, because sometimes places.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not the food. It's the place.
Let me tell you the place that made me like a soldier.
A soldier.
A soldier for the Korean barbecue, right?
Give you your dog tag.
It's a place called Sunneung-dong. And let me tell you this place. This place is life-changing.
Okay.
Yeah, life-changing is amazing. So let me show you. It's a place that it's a thing that I order oxtails and short rib. And what they do,
oxtail, is that just a reference to something, or is it an actual oxtail meat?
It's oxtail meat.
Okay, keep going.
See, look, I'm changing his life
I'm listening with trepidation.
Yeah, as he's
it's
listening.
not it's curiosity, not commitment.
Yeah, you are soon going to commit. So let me tell you. So it's oxtails and short rib, and basically what they do is they put it in like this sweet honey like sauce, which is like it's like honey and like soy sauce and like mixing up all this, and then they put cheese on top of it.
Oh, the cheese.
Kraft singles?
No. This is not crafted.
I know.
This is not crafted. All right. This is not the block. So
right.
So then afterwards, this place, what they do for like their tradition is they use like a flamethrower.
Okay.
And what they do is they literally cook it down and they like burn it and like you get to see like the food like. Basically,
did you guys print this for
warmed up,
during this event? Or is this for you guys?
No. Yes, we are printing them for you to sign.
Okay, thank you.
And it lights up, and like you literally just grab the food and eat it. It's so good, dude. I'm telling you.
I think we got one more.
It's
Cool.
Yo, we're at 4 of 5.
One more, guys.
All right,
one more.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, I only have
4
one
or 5.
more print to sign. I think this is the last print on my itinerary, and as soon as I'm done, I gotta go. So you have maybe 3 or 4 minutes to get one more order in for
And
Kizzy
we're
Kay.
updating the banner here, guys.
We need one more Kizzy Kay print order to give out 2 copies of Guilty Gear Strive. At this point, there's no excuse. You are buying a $40 print to get. How much does this game go for? $50? Is it on sale?
60. It's $60. Right
Is it on sale right now?
I don't think it's on
okay,
sale right now.
So one $40 purchase could get you a $60 game for free. 2 chances.
And you still get the print no matter what happens in
right?
the giveaway, right? Yo, Sean, with the pivot.
You hiring?
The giveaway. I know,
You hiring?
That is awesome. I'm like learning live here. We get the live print sales, and I'd love to see it. We do need one more to get this 5 out of 5. And yeah.
Was it 2?
That one's actually, no, he just wants to sign. That's 2, a no one.
Okay.
Here.
No, to
That's
him.
2 no ones. He just put
okay.
KCB4
Okay.
on the back, and yeah, man.
I love when people have requests, but I also really enjoy when all I have to do is sign my name.
Yeah,
Because
right.
I am horrible at staying on task.
Yeah, see, because when you like just sign it, there's a sense of like, oh, put it on the top of my bar. You know,
Right.
it's like it's just the person. I'm not trying to make it about anyone else.
Huh?
I'm begging for us to get that fifth one. I'm gonna be so upset
If we get to 4,
if we get to
like,
4
all right,
and it
that's
stops
it.
there.
All right.
It's like, all right.
So there was
we got a Kai Kiske, yeah.
there was a convention I went to where there were only 3, I think it was 2 or 3 sales that I couldn't do because the only way the person could pay was with tap because their card didn't have insert or whatever it was. And I didn't know where my reader that would let them tap it was. It was like Apple Pay or something like that.
Oh, okay.
After adding everything up I made for the weekend, my total, and I'm not saying this to brag, you'll understand when I get there, my total was $4,970. $30. If I had made any one of those 3 sales, I would have hit over 5K and set a new record. And because I didn't have it, I never forgot to bring my reader after that.
Oh, that's
All
right, so what's my last one
yeah,
for?
So we have a Kai Kiske.
Okay.
This is just the Kai Kiske collector's edition.
Oh, come on, guys. We're running out of time.
one more, guys. Come on.
We got
One more.
running out of time. Let's see. I'm gonna refresh this page.
We could definitely get one more.
Yeah, we can get
So
one
2
more.
people
One
can
more.
get Guilty Gear Strive.
We
All
can
right.
get one more. And you know what? And just to give you all the motivation, right? I mean, they need to see the product they're getting.
Yes.
This is my friends.
All right. I think it's your turn to ask.
Tell you what. Whoever buys the next Kizzy Kay print, the next person to buy Kizzy Kay print will get one of these added onto their order for free.
That's ridiculous.
You will get the Kai Kiske print and the Kizzy Kay print
Yo, that's just
for
bullying
only the
at this
price of
point.
one.
That's
This is
pretty
bullying.
rude.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty
considering
good. That's pretty
considering
good.
that Streamly, I think they currently charge separately for each individual print or something like
Yeah,
that.
they do.
Then you can get them combined. Like this is the way to save money right now. So
Yeah.
the next person to
Uno
order
mas, yeah.
the next person to order a Kizzy Kay print to kick off this raffle will also get a
Yes.
Kai Kiske print for free. But it's only open for the next, I say 5-6 minutes. If we don't have it by 3:10, I gotta leave.
Yeah.
Okay. I did. Oh, it looks as if we got live in chat confirmation. Is this? I did. Oh, dang. Treat yourself. Yeah, come on, guys. We're so close. Oh, it looks like we have it, maybe.
Do we? We do!
Hey!
We do!
Hey!
Let's go!
Hey!
That's actually hype.
Who's our man who's getting 2 prints for the price of 1 today?
Wabajack.
Wabajack.
Wabajack. And can you just put a little note on the sticky? I'll make sure it
Okay.
goes through. Yeah. Wabajack. Congratulations. Don't worry. You're in good hands. You got the special Sean Chiplock bonus gifts. And
All right.
happy to see it.
So here's did you just started or do you have a Twitch following, right?
Yeah.
How many people usually tune into your Twitch? Do you-
Like average, like 800 to 1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
How many people are on stream right now or watching this?
On stream now, we got 265 people.
Oh
watching
my
live.
god.
That's pretty
So I'm
good.
trying to think, does stream have a way to like have it randomly pull from a list of people? Or should I have everyone go onto Kizzy Kay stream and type something in chat so that we can do you have a command that pulls a winner?
I do, but I have to set it up.
You have to set it up.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
we could probably do
Well,
something.
here- yeah, and you know what we could do too? I like the chat idea because then we can like contact
Yeah.
those a Twitch
No,
users
because
in the
I
bot.
have a way to do this.
Oh, cool.
I didn't want to usurp your viewers.
Of course. Okay.
So I'm gonna double check. I believe. Let me see. I'm gonna do a test. If this works,
This is KB5, right?
Yeah, that's
KCB5.
KCB5.
where's my mouse?
Yeah, the mouse
It's
Oh.
not.
You gotta do this.
is
Try now.
disappearing here.
Try
Oh,
now.
there it
Okay.
is, there it is.
So if I do, if this works, you should see Nightbot do a thing about. It's an automatic command, but this is the test to see if it works.
You need a pen for
I did that wrong. I typed that wrong. This keyboard is really weird to use at this angle. Backseating.
Yeah, because the keyboard's so flat.
Okay, all right.
Whoa.
So if I do exclamation point winner, it will randomly pull from someone in chat on my channel. So here's what you guys need to do. Go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SonicMega, and write in your favorite quote that either Kizzy says or that one of the characters he plays says, so that it's just so that Nightbot knows that you're an active member in chat. And then after I'm done signing this, after we've asked like one more question,
Is that
we will
signed?
do a drawing.
Cool.
and I will do exclamation point winner, and it will randomly pull a winner from someone who is active on my channel's chat. Do you need me to hold this up?
Yes, we can see that. There you go. Ooh. Thanks so much for that, Wabajock.
So right now you need to go. I will type this out. You need to go to twitch.tv, and you can really type anything, but I would love if it was a character quote. You need to go to twitch.tv/SonicMega. Go to that chat specifically right now and type pretty much anything, just so that the bot knows that you are an active member in chat.
I feel like everybody is going to use one of the characters that I love the most is Devil May Cry. So I feel like
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, everybody knows I love.
That's my favorite character from the series Dante.
Oh, from this series,
from the spin-off series Virgil.
Yeah.
Did I sign this? I have not signed this.
Yeah. This is your last.
Oh no, I have to go to Kizzy's because I have to.
So
okay.
This is for Wabajock. You're right. Yes, this is the bonus Wabajock, and we'll just do the same code. Just write.
Yeah. KCB5 bonus print.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Wabajock.
Shout out to Wabajock.
Let me see how it's spelled real quick.
Yeah.
WABAJ.
So my version will be for Steam. So if you guys have PC, I will go ahead and send you guys a copy. Purchase a copy and gift it to you guys.
Yes. I think that's probably the easiest way. We won't have you guys handle it. So whoever wins, we'll designate the first is for me or the first is for you. And then whoever wins, just get in contact with us directly and we will set up. I would say make sure that they send like a screenshot of their Twitch homepage so we can prove that it's their account.
And send me your Steam ID so I can get.
Is it only on Steam?
It's on PlayStation as well.
Oh, okay. Because I often, I'm not saying you're doing it wrong, but I often do it where it's like, hey, I'll do it for any platform, but based on which platform it's for, I may have to just refund you over PayPal or gift you a copy.
Okay. Well, I usually
you do it how you want to do it. Yeah.
I usually don't want to ask because
don't be whack.
Yeah. We love the quotes, guys. By the way, ride the lightning. Yeah, everyone's doing it just like you said. Thank you guys.
What
so
is
much.
don't be? Is that one of your things? Is don't be whack?
Yeah.
Is that like you telling the opponent don't be whack?
I'm just telling as a motto, just don't be
whack.
Don't be a whack person. Don't be a whack person.
That's so funny. All right, we got less than 2 minutes. I'm gonna do these drawings at does it let you show? I'm gonna just wait. When that hits 3:10, I'm doing the drawing.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, do we need to?
Are we gonna do a last question?
Yeah. You know what?
Oh yeah. Whose turn is it?
The last question.
My turn.
Yes.
All right.
One more question.
Man, I got to think of a really good one.
Sports boy, yeah, godlike.
Melee or Zoner, who is more frequently cooler to watch?
You know what's crazy? I feel like as a spectator audience, Melee is number one, but because I'm in the battlefield, I think zoning is the most fun to watch.
I feel that.
You know why I agree with you? So you remember who was the his name was Chris. It was Chris something. He would play Morgan in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Chris G. He was at one point he was like the most hated player in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because of his spam with Morgan. And I just remember thinking if he can manage to do those inputs correctly for 5.5 minutes straight to keep the opponent from going in, that is a blessing on him for having it that down pat and a dig against the opponent. You know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
If you can't come up with a counter to that, or at least perfect the flash counter so that you can move in, or at least figure out a defense against it, that's on you, man.
Yeah, just a match.
Yeah, I agree.
Execution,
I actually agree. Yeah.
All right, it is 3:10. So, who's handling the first give? Like, I'll do the pull, but who's handling?
I'll do the first copy.
You're gonna do the first copy.
Yes. This is gonna be for Steam.
All right, so this is for a Steam copy.
Steam copy.
All right. Now, do you do it where if the owner doesn't have a Steam account or doesn't want it on Steam?
If you don't want it on Steam, then they'll have to give me their PayPal, and I'll have to send it to the.
Okay, but you won't re-roll.
I'm open to doing it if that's.
So our first winner is. If it won, there we go. Demi Devil Queen.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
yo.
a regular. Demi Devil Queen.
That's one of your
Active
regulars?
chatter.
Yeah.
An active chatter. You always
Let's
love to see it.
go.
Love to see it. I bet they're still in chat too.
Demi
Congrats.
Devil Queen.
Let's go.
Demi
Do
Devil
you
Queen.
already own a copy of Guilty Gear Strive? And if not, would you like to claim your prize? Wait, why did it pull 2? It pulled 2.
Whoa,
Okay.
2 winners?
I guess Captain Kate is one of my regulars.
Okay, that's cool.
What the hell?
That's pretty cool. I think that's dope. Let's go. Shout outs to the regulars.
So yeah, I mean, there it is. If you guys are still watching the chat, obviously mess it up. But you know what? Maybe if not, we have your names, or you guys want to pull again. What do you guys think?
We'll
Maybe
see what
give us some
happens.
time.
We'll
Give us
see
some
what
time.
happens.
Yeah,
We'll see
yeah.
if both of these people claim the rewards. But I
Yes.
need to see a response on chat though. I don't know if
Yeah.
you do this where they have to like be there and say, hey,
They definitely have to
I'm-
be there.
okay,
Yeah.
they have to claim the
Yeah,
prize.
claim the prize.
yeah.
All right, so you guys have like 2 minutes to type in chat, both Kate and Demi Devil Queen.
Yeah.
Type in chat and say, yes, I'd like the prize, or no, go ahead and re-roll it. If we don't hear from you before 3:13, we will be re-rolling.
And if you're mutuals with these people, hit them up on Twitter. Hey guys, let them know you won.
But hey, man, you better claim your reward before I claim it.
So
This is an auction.
I always hate when I have to re-roll. Like it sucks.
Yeah, because the worst part is when you hit the re-roll button, they be like, "Hey, I'm here."
I'm here.
I'm like,
Oh, they're still not answering.
"Dang!" They said we summoned thee.
Yeah,
Oh.
we summoned thee. Come on, we
Uh-oh.
summoned thee.
This hurts. This pains me.
We might have
Captain
to let
Kate. Oh, hi, Sean. You can re-roll.
Okay,
Hold on.
re-roll
Okay.
your that's one person I know we have to re-roll, but I'm
Okay.
still holding out for Demi.
Demi.
Yeah, too.
Sorry, Demi.
Demi, please.
Demi, we might have to let you go. We putting you back in the ocean.
This is like you should play the audio for when Sonic is drowning.
Oh, no.
Oh no, it's come on.
I'm
it's
sorry,
almost done.
Demi.
Oh, the chorus.
Rise now.
Yeah.
Yeah, rise now, you winners.
Winners.
Nah, they don't want.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know, man. Let's
Next
make it
one.
fast.
Okay, next one.
I'm giving them. I said until 3:13, so
Okay, good. Yeah, we have to follow the timer here.
I don't have a timer on mine. I don't. On my chat, people can post whenever. So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
get your bag, Demi. Oh, it's 3:13. All right, here we go.
Going again.
In 10, 9, Chosen Bot. Wait, do they go by a different name? Like it's saying Chosen Bot.
Are there?
I'm here.
I would assume it would go by. It's going by their Twitch name, right? Like
Yeah.
Chosen Bot would not be
No,
Demi
Chosen
Devil.
Bot wasn't selected. I think
The
you
chosen
should-
bot was not.
I
Selected.
think
Okay.
Chosen Bot's just being squirrely. as they
All
call
right,
it.
all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our replacement winner.
You say
We
replacement.
have.
Sounds so
Oh, it
wrong.
does SodaCon and Pinky Trash.
Oh, Soda Can is
Soda
definitely.
Can, yo,
so
Pinky
Soda
Trash
Can
is
is
here,
also a
Pinky
regular.
Trash.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Wait, Pinky Trash is one of my regulars.
Dude, I just feel like
This
we just
is
gonna get
crazy.
mad regulars. Yeah. Let's
Pinky
go.
Trash and
Soda Can.
SodaCon, and
Soda Can, you hear?
SodaCon, yeah,
Soda Can,
Soda
do you own Strive? And if you don't, would you like to get a free copy of Strive?
He's like, wait, yeah. Yo, Pinky's happy.
You
Wait.
want a copy of Guilty Gear Strive?
Soda Can, wait, I just gifted 50 and plan on dipping. Yo,
I
Soda
just
Can.
gifted 50
Shout outs to the 50, by the way, bro.
Shout out to the-
You want a copy of Guilty Gear
Wait,
Strive.
he just gave you like $250 just
Just
out of
gave-
nowhere?
Yeah, gifted, but you.
Shout outs to
you
Soda
won.
Can. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, bro.
I can finally, oh, dude, this is awesome. You guys like made
You
your
want a
day. I can finally
feel-
take
a
Pinky
free
with
All
me.
right, so Pinky is my regular, so I'll take care of handling that.
Pinky.
And then I guess we just got to see if Soda Can is going to claim their copy.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Soda Can, I know you're in chat. You just responded twice. I need a yes or no. Are you going to claim your copy of Guilty Gear Strive?
You know what?
Oh, no.
Give that to someone else. I hit it again.
All right, well now here's the problem. We had someone who claimed it, but now I see it's
If we do
pulling
the
2
winner,
names every
it's gonna pull
time.
double. You're
Do you
right.
have Nightbot with like an exclamation point winner? Because it might be pulling from your channel as well.
I think maybe.
It might be. You think so?
So you know what? Why don't maybe you can pull up on your phone or just pull up.
Nah,
on
we'll just go with a regular in
Yeah.
his chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Moobot?
It's not following this channel.
All right, this works out
How
because
did that work out?
Moobot is a moderator.
Not a real
So
person.
Moobot doesn't qualify.
Okay.
Puzzled.
Yo, puzzle. Are
Puzzled.
you here?
I cannot believe it worked out
Yo,
that way.
Moobot was like, I'm
As
not
long
following
Puzzle Moobot was like, I will take the disqualification entry
Yeah.
so that your regular.
Yo,
Go.
you took the blade really fast.
Let's
on
go.
there. That was-
Puzzle, are you here? Puzzle.
Move
Puzzle,
up.
please don't do this to us.
Puzzle is like, yo, I'm
Move
gonna
up, DAC in my card. But yeah, Soda Kid was trying to really throw a wrench in it. No.
Puzzle, are you here?
So we know we got
Puzzle.
Pinky Trash the winner, and we got Puzzled.
Come on, Puzzle, be here.
Move up, move up.
Puzzled, please. And I'm gonna have to get ready to book it because if I leave right now, it says I'll get home at 4:40, and my live dub starts at 5. So
Okay.
You know what, guys? Honestly, I think we have the names.
you can keep pulling, like you
Okay.
can kill some time.
Okay.
I'm sorry we didn't get to play more matches, but hey, Kizzy, this
appreciate
was
it, man.
this was
Hey,
so
it
much
was
fun, my
awesome,
dude.
Awesome meeting you, man. Big fan, and yo, keep killing it, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
So you'll eventually find someone. So anyway,
Yes, we will.
if you guys pull
We'll
twice,
continue
just keep
here.
in mind that like it's probably gonna pull one from my chat and one from his.
Yeah.
Just know that you don't have to count the person who wins from my chat because we already gave it away to Pinky Trash. So just
Got it. We will.
so take care of my prize later. Anyway, I'm gonna start packing up and dipping out. I love you guys so much. Please, if you missed ordering it today, make sure you close my shop for me. Check real quick and see if anyone else ordered. If I gotta do an
Also,
emergency.
drive
No.
safe.
So
Drive safe,
I'm
man.
gonna close my shop real quick. Boop. All right. If you
Nice.
missed out, please consider showing up. I have multiple conventions I'm coming up to: Mid-S Anime, Crunchyroll Expo, Windbloom Festival Con that's coming, Power Up Expo. These will also be available in person along with my wife's candles. If you're a candle person, talk to me, dude. I will ship you. I will ship you one of my wife's candles for free.
I will message
so you will understand how good what she does
I
is.
will message you.
I'm heading out of here at twitch.tv/SonicMega at 5 p.m. today, ideally. I will be doing the next episode of my live dub playthrough of Ace Attorney 3. You can hear members from my community live dub the game while I play through it for the very first time.
That's pretty
sounds
amazing.
dope, man.
What?
All right.
Here you go.
I'm out, y'all.
All right, thank
Take
you
care,
so
man.
much,
Drive
Sean.
safe.
Sean. Honestly, Sean, thank you so much for bringing the energy, for bringing the Kai love, and we are still here because we have a mission to do, right?
Yeah, we just
have
need
to
one winner.
Find this one winner. So let's get in this chat here, right?
So we just hit exclamation winner
Okay.
again, and then we just
All right,
knock it out on the
guys.
first one.
Here it is.
Who got this now?
Here it is.
Hey.
And the winner is so a Pinky Trash already won. And Kizzy
Oh
Kay
my
is
God.
Kizzy Kay. So Kizzy Kay can't win. I mean, do you want a free copy of Strive?
No, I did not.
This
Yeah,
is
all right.
cursed.
This
That's
is-
actually
so
crazy.
cursed.
This is scripted.
Okay,
Someone-
let's try.
yeah,
let's try.
yeah,
it one
try
more.
again.
Okay,
Roll
dude.
it.
Maybe if I do it, maybe
Yeah.
it'll actually help. Dude, that's actually amazing. Let's try this.
Wait, and then Soda Can. Okay, we already have Soda Can, but Glitchy May.
Glitchy Mai.
It worked somehow. Yes, Glitchy Mai.
Oh, okay.
You did it.
Glitchy.
You did it.
Would you like it on Steam? or-
Glitchy, please take it, please.
Glitchy, yeah,
I want to
Glitchy.
go home.
Glitchy's like, nah, do it again.
Did we finally get something? Oh my God, yes. So I think it somehow worked.
Can you hand me
We
that
got
Nature
into
Valley
Glitchy.
bar? It's behind the water.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank
Do you
you.
want the water too?
That's a really.
No, I'm good.
I love the
All
Valley
right.
bars.
Thanks so much, Sean. You were
Do you have
awesome.
layer bars?
No.
Cherry pie. If you like tart stuff, cherry pie layer bars.
Okay,
Oh, I love
trust me,
cherry.
you would
I love
like
it.
it on
Thank
Take
Steam.
cherry pie
I
layer
got you.
bars.
All right, I
Okay,
would like it on
Glitchy
Steam.
would like it
Okay,
on Steam.
if you don't mind, if you could go on my Twitter, send me a message,
Yeah.
take a picture of your Twitch,
Yeah.
and also send me your
Right, take care,
Steam
man.
ID.
Hey, thank you so
Uh,
much.
I'm gonna go-
So helpful.
just
I learned
because-
so much. Thank
Just
you.
because you was patient and everybody's patient here,
We
I'm
should,
gonna
we should do a gunvolt signing.
Yes.
I'm gonna go
Get
ahead.
Alejandro
I'm gonna go
those
ahead and give you the
I'd
deluxe.
love that,
I'm gonna
yeah.
give you the season pass. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a season pass as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you the game and the season pass as well. So you'll be able to have both on Steam.
Yeah. This is so cool. And yeah, it's so funny and cool. Glitchy, you got that all right. Nice. You can just send them that message on Twitter. All
So you get the
That's a big
colors.
guy,
You get the
Kizzy.
colors as well. You
Big
get
guy
all.
Kizzy,
You get
yeah.
all of the colors. All
Yeah.
I think 12 of them or 11.
Dude, that's sick, man.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, that was amazing. So shout outs to you guys and thank you guys so much who bought all of the
Yeah, these prints look
the
clean.
prints, yo,
They
I
really
appreciate
do.
man. I think this is so cool. So shout outs also to Bushido Brown. Amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time
Yeah,
and making
shout out.
something like this. Is really, really awesome. And I'm definitely gonna take some home for myself. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, please do.
Yeah.
And guys, we are going to leave Kizzy Kay's store open all day, right? So this is, you guys can go there at any point. We're going to be having more of these streams in the future. Who knows what other voice actors we get? Who knows what other talents we'll bring in here? I actually really appreciate how cool chat has been. This is the first time we had a collab of such nature. So I believe in the beginning the gameplay was a little laggy. I think we got that worked on. But other than that, yo, thank you so much for coming out, man.
Oh, awesome, man! It was a pleasure.
It was cool,
being here.
Thank you.
It's actually amazing, and I know a lot of people are big fans of just Sean and
Sean brings the energy
and his characters, So it was an honor just to be one of his sick characters,
Yeah.
and being a fan of this character as well.
Yeah, it was interesting when you were playing and he was getting comboed. Like I was hearing him speak, but then if you listen to the game, you hear his exact voice.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, this is the same man in front of me. But he sounds like a hero.
Direct message me on Twitter, so I could just check it and then just have a picture, and also just give me your Steam ID so I could gift you the deluxe edition.
Yeah, there you go. He'll take care of you. All right, well, hey, bro, you're free. You're free. This is the end of your first Streamly Live. But guys, if you appreciated this stream, give me
a follow. Support your boy. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys can. Follow my Twitch. My YouTube is Kizzy. YouTube.com/Kizzy Kay, and my Twitch is twitch.tv/Kizzy K310. And you guys can follow me on Twitter at Kizzy_K. So support the boy. We love games. We love a lot of characters too. Big fan of Virgil. So if you guys are Virgil fans from Devil May Cry, you already know.
There you go.
Team Blue. Thank you guys so much as always. And I appreciate you guys buying all of these prints. Prints and everything. It's really great. So thank you guys so much.
Peace, guys.
Later.
Bye.